Hello, welcome back to Spot Hidden. We're all here, myself, as well as my friend Price, my friend Michael, and my acquaintance Hudson. We're all back to finish up and wrap up the Nightmare Flight. It's something we began, and it wasn't intended as a one-shot, I'd say, way back, mid-July, something like that. So, as you might already assume, we have no idea. I don't even really have much of an idea of what's going on where we left off, but that's okay because we want to put a cap on it, and there's a lot of fun inherently with having a very small recollection of where we left off, which we're going to be recapping very soon. But before we do that, of course, and I do have a center screen here, kind of going over basic things like assets, deck plans, which are kind of hard to see, but give you kind of an idea what the players are looking at. So before we kick off, how we doing, everyone? Michael, how you feeling?
Feeling great, boss.
Feeling great. Feeling great.
Feeling great. Can't ask for a better day.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to show off your sweet new mic. It sounds.
Hey, thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
Follow me on my ASMR stream later on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be eating some crispy Cheetos and then whispering nothingness into your virtual ears.
Perfect.
Mike with a brand new mic.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And Price, how you feeling, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm happy to be here and trying to get rid of these hiccups.
Oh yeah.
So you see me holding my breath, it's that.
Oh, does that work? I've always chugged water, just straight, just down and.
I can do that too. I
Okay.
can, you know.
Got you.
Yeah. Something will happen.
Oh yeah. We'll eventually stop it. Hudson, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Huh?
My close acquaintance, who
Right,
I went to 3 years of college with, and I've been on this stream with for about 2.5 years now, or a year and a half.
Well,
I lose count.
you know, it's a slow process. We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there. But I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Glad to be back.
Perfect. Well, if we might all recall, this is the end of October in the year of 1928. I'm going to be looking off to the side here as I collect information regarding where we left off and also kind of the events that transpired. So I asked the players to have their ears attuned to what is going on, as well as yourselves, so that way you have an idea of where we're picking up with. So we all boarded an airship set out to Germany. From America, of course. I believe in the New Jersey area. We all boarded. It was actually a four-man party that didn't initially know each other at the start. Of course, this party does include everyone here. Michael, could you introduce your character briefly, just what you might recall about Lou Hornsby from prior and where they're headed?
Absolutely. So I'll be playing Lou Hornsby, a very nondescript 45-year-old dude, originally from the Washington, D.C. area, now based out of New York City. Unbeknownst to a lot of, I think, any other player, but I am an international spy going onto this airship to discover some secrets about a case I'm working.
Perfect. And you're not alone, as you're also accompanied by Tommy Gillespie.
Yeah, Tommy, he's from Chicago. And if you didn't know that. And he seems to be a radio producer. He's definitely not a bootlegger. He's definitely not a bootlegger. He definitely has never done that in his life, and is not connected at all with Chicago mob. So, but yeah, he's just he's just kind of wondering what's going on and hoping to get to Germany in one piece.
Definitely. And you're, of course, new friends with a hardy individual, a stern-faced individual, Jack O'Connor.
Hey, I'm Jack O'Connor. I'm from New York. And Jack is visiting an old friend of his who served with him in the Great War, as they're calling it now. He's visiting this guy. It's his birthday over in Germany, so he's having a fun ride so far on this blimp. Even though some things have gone awry, they've seen a body, but he wants to figure this mess out.
Definitely.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, you definitely didn't have to buy a ticket onto this airship like everyone. Spend a ridiculous amount of money to get on.
My company paid for it.
Oh right. Perfect. Not bootleg company paid.
The not bootleg company.
My friend paid for this. He really enjoys my company in Germany.
All right, this friend is quite the friend.
Yeah, well, you know what they say.
I'm kidding. All right, so where we left off, no, that's perfect. So where we left off, of course, actually, we're getting to that. Of course, I do want to recap everything that transpired. So after boarding, after the airship set off and ascended into the skies, remember, 1928, this is not a common occurrence like we might know nowadays, where we can just jump on a plane and head wherever we want. This is quite the peak of engineering at this point in time. Everyone is gazing out the windows as you're ascending above the cities, above the buildings and the hills, into the clouds. And of course, that eventually settles as you start to adapt and accept your current place in the world right now, physically. But then, of course, dinner is served. You all meet each other, you all find yourselves at the same table, and you, of course, come across an individual by the name of Pop. Now, Pop is a bit of an eccentric character, of course, and he joins you throughout dinner. And also joins you, of course, well, overnight. You each go to your cabins and find yourselves in a bit of a dream state. It was cold, there was snow blowing in from the side, trees were covered in it. You were freezing, and you did everything you could to find some sort of shelter. Doing so, finding yourself a cave, starting a fire, somehow seeing each other in this same dreamscape. While experiencing the elements that you then awoke to then still feel, almost. That cold settled in your bones, and you remembered it thoroughly. Not like a dream that you half remember, half don't. This was as if you were there. But, as far as you could tell, you woke up in your cabin very suddenly to knocks. These knocks came from the captain, a handsome older man by the name of Herbert Meyer, of course. This is the captain of this vessel as you set out to Germany. But his face was distraught. He was accompanied by, of course, his two mates here, which would be Bruno Schmidt, as well as another administrator here. And allow me to find this individual. I have some of these written down. Either way, there was a face of concern as he's knocking on each of your doors, insisting you accompany him down to the cargo hold here. This is, of course, after an event that I almost skipped over. A evening in the smoke lounge after dinner, where a young man by the name of Clarence Johnson you found. Excuse me, as Ian is in chat, fully expecting the Lovecraftian horror at this point to be Pops. Because he did come in from the wing of the Zeppelin. The DM has control. No one has control over Pops. So... Either way, of course, there was a smoke lounge after that first night's dinner. As you all descended down into that nice, relaxed area, one of you were assaulted by a man you found to be by the name of Clarence Johnson. He actually went out of his way to bite one of you. I believe that person, if we might recall. Again, remember, we're catching up. I believe, was it you, Lou? Lou, who was attacked by... Clarence Johnson there, as he did bite at you and then was taken away by the Zeppelin staff, or by the blimp staff. What are we calling this? An airship? Airship staff. And then, of course, that then proceeds to the morning of concern, where you are all rushed down to the cargo hold, finding Clarence Johnson's body surrounded by strange symbols. I might pull that up with the stream here now. All right. So, we did see an assortment of symbols surrounding where the body was at the time. Blood, of course, and questionings of the airship staff. Where were they? What were they doing? To little avail, but, of course, piece by piece, bringing this all together. You were assisted by Ruth Davis, a journalist, who seems to know more about these airship guests than anyone else, knowing who people are. Also, telling you when you did eventually investigate Raymond's room, finding that she knew there was no Raymond on this airship. But the name David Smallwood kept appearing. You know this because you did find two handouts here. Well, they're handouts to you. They're real, tactile things to your characters, of course. That does involve a journal that you found in David Smallwood's cabin there under the name of Raymond. The journal seemed to point to mysterious happenings, some babbling about figuring out how Dreamcatcher works. You also found a ornamental dagger or knife tucked away under the mattress there, as well as a telegram to David Smallwood announcing that something had been stolen. Someone's trying to smuggle this thing, an M-A, into Europe. And, of course, a passport for a David Smallwood as well. Which it seems any sort of photo ID has been ripped off, removed. Any additional information outside of the name, of course. You find all of that when inspecting David's cabin. You then promptly head out to find David Smallwood, as clearly there's something going on. There's no Raymond James here, and this individual is nowhere to be found, even though you, of course, would have seen him prior, especially around that dinner time. So you search high and low through the cargo hold, through the cabins, through the thank you, honey, through the smoking lounge, to no avail. You get to the deck with the dining room, and all of you then see Pop departing from your group, detaching himself quite rapidly.
Pop, where you think you're going, man? We got all this shit going on.
Oh, well, and he's actually opening up one of the windows to the airship there that, you can access from the dining. I think I know where he is now. You all take care of yourselves. I'm going to look down here. Pop then pops open that airship window before any of you can react, and then vaults with a perfect swan dive, spreading his arms out of the airship. If any of you would like to rush over, you're free to.
I'd like to jaunter over.
You jaunter over. You can feel that wind coming in. It's almost deafening as it's rushing in at this elevation. You get over. If you'd like to give me a spot hidden roll. First roll of the night. That's the way we like to open up.
I would also like to fast walk over.
Fast walk over. All right. Would anyone like to power walk?
Like a slight jog.
Slight jog. Ooh, perfect. That's better than a power walk. Perfect.
You don't want to use all your energy,
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's not worth that.
Ooh. Oh no.
You said spot hidden, correct?
Yes. You got to save the
I
group
rolled 3 times accidentally, but we'll take the first one.
here. Yeah.
I would like to push it.
Push it. Tommy, with the success. We have a failure from Lou Hornsby, 38 versus 25. Jack O'Connor with the initial failure of 91 versus 55, pushing it for the 87 versus 55. That saunter, that fast walk, you actually trip and fall into one of the dining tables trying to catch it, and it falls with you, and you hear that clatter. But and then Tommy, you actually find yourself over there first. You look over with that quick jog, and you actually see a you actually see that's a good question. Ian in chat is asking if you might actually roll for sanity, and honestly, I'm not going to ask for it, but seeing a man vault and swan dive out of an airship thousands of feet up would definitely prompt it, but not this time. You do get over there quick enough, Tommy. You look out the window and you see very clearly a very bright, almost neon-esque black and purple circle in the sky. It's about maybe 15 feet across. And in that abyss, that emptiness in this 15-foot diameter circle, surrounded by that purple neon, disappears Pop as he descends in with a whoop, and very quickly a shoop as it closes.
What the fuck? What?
All three of you in the back of your minds, you can hear, "Y'all take care now."
Ha!
What happened to him? Sorry, I tripped.
Jumped through a hole outside. Yeah, it was like a hole outside, and then clearly was not from Chicago. And
really?
Then it was like a hole made of light, and he just jumps in it, and he winked at me.
What
But it was
kind of
like,
wink was
I
it?
couldn't tell if it was a wink or if he just was having like an eye problem, and then he was just gone. I mean,
He probably had an eyelash in his eye.
I could see that. I could see that happening. But he just, I mean, the man just fucking disappeared literally into thin air outside of a Zeppelin.
Perhaps it was a hole in a cloud that he went into.
But where would he go? Like, he didn't fall. He went up. It was like an upward kind of thing.
Hey,
I
listen.
mean, we're going upward right now.
What? Okay,
But
fair.
what if the blimp is upside down?
It could. I mean, okay, and I open the window back up and I try to spit and just see which way the spit goes.
Oh, I'm forgetting rolls at this point. Let's. Actually, I won't even ask for it. You spit and it comes right back into your face.
I should have thought better of that.
Maybe that was.
Anybody got a heavy object?
At
Yeah,
this
you-
point, go ahead.
Never mind.
Okay.
Well, we already have one person thrown out of the window. I don't think we need a second.
At this point, you might close that window, keeping it quieter in that dining area. Of course, it is still somewhat daylight out as the sun is setting, but the captain approaches you solemnly. Addressing each of you, you turn around to see that none of the passengers even register any of this. They seem to just don't really. They're confused at why you're opening the window and arguing, but they clearly missed what you saw. But the captain, of course, approaches without any sort of idea of what's happened. Hello, men. What has brought you over here?
Nothing. You know, we just wanted to see how cold it was outside.
Yeah.
It was getting a bit stuffy in here, wouldn't you say, Captain?
All right. Did you have any luck finding Mr. What is it? This Mr. Smallwood Ruth told me about? What? I'm sorry?
Now we have to know, is this is Smallwood this guy's last name or first or middle name?
Or
Nickname?
feature about him.
Yeah, is it a nickname? Yeah.
Yeah.
And did he get this nickname like in grade school or boot camp? What I mean, where did this come from?
We are still in the middle of our investigation, as you know, so we're trying to
Yeah, that was my nickname.
Gather-
That was not
gather
the
as much
opposite of my
evidence.
nickname in high school.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. My nickname in high school was Large Plastic.
Really? What?
high school in Chicago, correct?
Yeah, that was in Chicago. That's correct.
Nice. Okay, cool. Just wanted to clarify. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was your nickname?
So it was Large Plastic.
Right. And where would that come from?
Yeah, I don't know. They just started calling me that.
Ah.
Like, you know how these things are. You know, they just kind of.
Like a large plastic bag. I mean, what are we talking about? Like a 32?
No, it was.
A big action
we were
figure?
out. We were going out doing our business. Between math and English, and I would just walk into class, and this other dude, his name was Johnny, not you, but the other Johnny from Chicago.
Right.
He just said, "Hey, look, it's Large Plastic," and what I said was, "All right." I didn't. Johnny was a lot older than me, and I was trying to fit in with the kids, the kids, and frankly, I didn't know what to make of it. To be honest with you, the nickname really only stuck for about 2 weeks. It wasn't a long-term kind of thing, but that's how it is in Chicago. It's a windy city, and the nicknames can blow away just like that in Chicago.
That's right. They call Chicago the Big Apple of the Windy City.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the New York of wind.
Well, anyways, Captain, about
When
this,
I was sent off to boarding school by my parents, if you called anyone other than what their name was, they would bend you over and give you 3 very harsh slaps with the paddle that they had.
That was better than I was expecting.
Mm.
Well, anyways,
Wait, what?
About Mr. Smallwood.
Right. This Smallwood person wasn't supposed to be on this ship. They apparently impersonated this Raymond James who did have a ticket. Where this person is now, that's what we're trying to discover, but it feels like time has lapsed somehow. Is there any questions any of you have? Anything I can help you with? And of course, this is a prompt for you all in the event that we're catching up. Yes, Mr. O'Connor, is it?
Yeah, it is. So you said this Ray Romano guy, is this guy of any importance?
I wish I could do the accent, the voice.
I heard his wife Deborah's a bitch.
Father's kind of funny though.
Yeah, I know. Father's real funny. Yeah.
Raymond James. Well, it's actually a good question. Quite frankly, none to me. And he was another passenger heading to Germany with the rest of us.
Get a lore check on what the hell Everybody Loves Raymond is.
I know it. Yeah.
Lore check for the young people.
Yeah, give me. Actually, I will ask for a roll with that. Give me either.
Age check.
Give me a. Ooh. Where is it?
Never heard of the show before.
Give me an occult roll.
Loves Raymond.
So you'll find a cult up at the top right.
Failure. 64 to top. 64 versus 5.
Okay.
Wait, where?
Cult up at the top right under navigate in the Call of Cthulhu character sheet.
I'm sorry, I thought you said top left.
Sorry.
A failure.
All right. Yeah, none of you have any idea of Everybody Loves Raymond is.
Damn.
Thank you for clarifying.
You got it.
Deborah. That's pretty good, yeah.
You can probably already assume where I was going with that. If you achieved that, you would have heard or seen in the back of your mind a distant clip of Everybody Loves Raymond. No idea where it came from. All right. Okay. But anything else?
There's what was the name of the
What's up?
The lady in the red dress that we met?
Yeah, Ruth Davis.
Birthday. Captain, what do you there's this lady who passenger here, Miss Davis. You know anything about her? She know this Raymond guy? Did they board together? What were they? What can you tell me about her?
She seems to. When she approached me and gave me some of this information, I assumed she was just some reporter, and if that's the case, she's damn good at it. She understood who Raymond was. Apparently, he was an archaeologist of sorts. Over in the Big Apple, not the Windy Apple, but the Big Apple, right?
Yeah.
But he, just like her, was headed to Germany. I believe they'd marked for pleasure. But she understands that she had never seen Raymond even board. This David Smallwood, we're not entirely certain what he is up to, and that's where you all came in.
I mean, fellas, I can't think of anything.
And this Betty Davis, she's on board right now.
Betty. There is no Betty Davis. There is a Ruth Davis.
A Ruth Davis. I'm sorry.
Ruth Bader Davis.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about this girl named Betty Davis. She's got those eyes. Really? Nothing. Betty Davis eyes.
I feel like I've heard that before. I can't.
It was an 80s song.
Oh, I can't. Yeah. I should.
I wasn't born until 98, so.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. I've never
God,
heard
am I the
anything
old
from
one
the
here? I was born in 96.
Oh, wow.
I was also
Damn.
born in 96.
Dude, you're an antique.
Happy retirement, guys.
I'm the
Yeah.
old.
All right, any other questions for the captain here? Where we might have left off, remember it's been about, it's been actually the day from boarding, the night, and then the full day to day. And it is evening at this point.
Captain, how did you get this job? Since this is such a new, like, how did you learn how to fly?
Hope, mostly.
You hope.
That's a little pilot's joke. Of course, I was a participant, looking at Jack at this point, spent in the Great War. There they did have, of course, experimental. Well, I suppose they passed experimental. They had some of the most advanced flying machines at that point, planes, of course. And I, too, partook in that. Luckily, I made it out with my life. Compared to those who saw the trenches, well, I consider myself lucky.
How long have you been flying blimps?
Sorry, he wouldn't hesitate like I just did.
Can you give us a history roll, please?
Yeah, no, this is actually well, since you asked, this is the first, believe it or not, first time this ship has set sail.
Oh, the maiden voyage.
Indeed.
You were the Titanic.
Just one moment, real quick.
We've already passed that year.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
1911. Right. Yeah.
Was it really? Oh man, that's when the greatest pistol to ever exist on this earth was invented.
The Glock?
That's the one.
Yep, the Glock was from the 1911. Also, the standard 1911.
Yes, Colt 1911 there.
Yep.
Ideal piece of machinery there. So
We're a Smith and Wesson guy myself.
Spoken like a true 96er.
Nice revolver.
Spoken like true 96ers.
Yeah, true 96.
All right. Well, of course, the captain then clasps his hands together and says, I, of course... and he teleports away. It's a puff of smoke.
He just called Cthulhu.
Ring, ring, progresso. I, of course, have to reconvene the guests for dinner tonight in order to keep some kind of semblance of peace on this ship. I hope you will understand.
Who's flying right now, Captain?
Oh, no. I'll be right back. And he takes off. So Captain then departs very quickly.
The longer we're on this ship, I'm surprised we haven't died yet. I'm being perfectly. This is after the captain. Captain didn't hear that. I'm saying this to the guys. Like I'm just. How has he not crashed this thing? I mean, no one's been flying this thing for at least the past 20 minutes.
Not even that, but I mean, like if you think about it, we're in a balloon filled with a lot of bad air, and if a flame got anywhere near that, it could go up in flames.
I mean, imagine, the humanity of that. Maybe they'd be terrible. It'd just be. It would be such an unfortunate disaster for air travel.
Right. Lou, what are you doing?
Stretching.
I see. It's probably good to stretch.
Yeah, with the no one flying the blimp at all. Maybe we were actually upside down earlier. So just trying to make sure I have circulation and whatnot.
Smart. Well, as you are in the dining area, standing kind of off to the side of it, you see everyone coming to these tables after the staff, the airship staff, gets the white linen out again, of course, laying everything out. Everyone give me any sort of roll ranging from a hard spot hidden to psychology roll, or even okay, well, I'll just go fuck myself, I guess.
Would that also be
I will take a successful operate heavy machinery. I'm sorry, what was that? Price?
Are they all hard rolls regardless of
No. Spot hidden was the only hard success. Successful psychology, I'll definitely take as well.
I have a successful psychology 23 to 40.
Yes, you do.
On the spot hidden.
Oh, wait, you rolled that as a hard roll. I rolled it again as regular.
Hard success.
The hard success
got
was spot
success
hidden
on the-
from Jack O'Connor. Regular success from the spot hidden. Oh, that's spot hidden. What are you doing?
Yeah, I thought you said roll again. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought, sorry.
I
I
failed
was
a
looking
hard
at
spot hidden.
I was looking at the psychology
Yeah.
and yeah. All right, my bad.
So we'll
So-
take the failure.
As these people are converging on these tables, what we do see, or at least what Lou will see with that 23 versus 40 success psychology roll, and Jack O'Connor's ideal hard success 23 versus 55 spot hidden with the spin. That's like actually what you see Jack do, is that nice little spin there with the finger guns.
That was really good.
And his revolver falls out of his jacket. No, I'm kidding. Oh, shit. So with that, you can actually make out the faces of a lot of these passengers.
Make out breathe.
The bags under their eyes have deepened, and with that hard success with the spot hidden, some of them seem to be kind of rubbing their shoulders. You don't know if it's maybe from the air that you let in, or if it's just how they're feeling. They're cold, but they're very weary and tired. They're not talking to each other like they were that first night. There's not a lively atmosphere. It's mute almost. It's quiet as they all come to their table. They glance at each other and proceed with dinner there. An action.
Something going on, fellas.
Yeah, something doesn't seem right.
It's cold all of a sudden. Granted, I still had that piece of spit in my eye, so I don't know. That could just be that.
All right. Well, are we proceeding normally through dinner? What are we doing?
Guess so.
Fine with me.
Let's dine.
All right. Well, of course, the evening sun is descending. It breaks in through the windows. It's actually a gorgeous sunset, what you're seeing. Of course, all the tables are set. The guests are dining. The most you hear is, of course, forks clinking on the plates there. The whole ship is, of course, open. You might see crew members going to and fro, possibly going from the cargo deck up back to the dining hall, grabbing whatever it is they might need, another bottle of wine, something like that. But, of course, if there's nothing else you might be doing, you will then see Captain Meyer address the crowd once he presumes dinner is just about over, if not over, saying to everyone, I thank you all for a pleasant traveling experience through today. It's been rather quiet. I know maybe it's a bit of that Zeppelin lag, we call it. So, I do suggest all of you, and he looks to each of you, get some rest this evening. Depart to each of your cabins, of course. Let our staff know if there's anything they can help with. And good night. And he disappears.
Well, fellas, I didn't get a lick of sleep last night because all this stuff. So I'm okay heading to bed. I don't know. I mean, I don't know about y'all. Sorry, you guys. But,
Did you see what direction the captain went? Curious what if you got a VIP room.
Oh, like the captain's quarters? He would have his own place. He did go off in the direction of just that. He probably would head off to the flight deck to check on everything. Of course, he does have, navigators, everything up there, but he does then depart, you'd assume, to his captain's quarters.
Hey, guys, listen. Come here.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Listen, I had some unfavorable dreams last night. Perhaps it's not best even though we are sacked out tired, perhaps it's best that we don't go to sleep. I just have a hunch, you know?
Well, I mean, I can get behind it, but I don't need a cup of coffee.
That's fine. We can get you a whole bunch of coffee. The coffee maker.
I'm sure you need some coffee.
Yeah, we can go over there to the barista. His name's Keurig.
It's good to know. I'm sure his family's gonna have a very successful coffee business.
I think so.
Eventually, you know. What about you, Lou? You a big coffee guy?
So let me get this straight. Because of a nightmare, you don't want to go to sleep at all tonight. You suggest we do the same? I mean, I didn't have great dreams either, but the captain said that it was the Zeppelin sickness or whatever.
I don't believe that. Listen, I served in the Great War. I have what they're calling it now, PTSD. I have dreams. I have nightmares. I've seen things, but that was too real last night.
I mean, I saw Pop jump into a hole in the sky. You know, I'm a little weirded out by that, really, more than the weird dream I had last night, to be honest with you. But there's some funky shit going on. You know, there's some, frankly, bizarre shit happening right now. And, you know, hey, if we want to stay up, we want to stay up. But I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. And I walk over to get some coffee from Keurig.
Okay, yeah, you walk over to Keurig there. A brightly young man. Nice tie. He's got the kind of half apron tied around his waist. He's very, he's cleaning a mug, but intensely, just almost like he's getting a workout in. And then he swaps hands, gets the other side of the mug as we walk up.
Well, damn, kid, you're going to make it so shiny you can't see it anymore.
Gotta make sure it's clean. What can I get you?
Yeah, listen, I was hoping to get a cup of coffee, a big one, black's fine. You know, I need the strongest coffee you got.
You see him, he's actually picking beans up by the handful. It's not even in a container, and he just shoves it into the grinder that he has. It's, of course, a hand, and just starts, as you're talking about that. And you said, what was that you asked for? I apologize, I can't hear you over.
I want coffee.
Want room for cream? Sugar?
Just coffee. Just a big old cup of coffee. You take this stuff seriously, huh?
My passion.
It's your passion. Beans. So, what's the strongest coffee you got?
It'll be right here. And suddenly stops, and he's staring intensely at the brewer.
What?
And you see this
something happening?
The humidity kind of form around this coffee being brewed.
Can I have a cup of coffee while I wait for the cup of coffee? Or
it's ready.
Okay. I'll take the coffee.
Pulls it out, fills up a mug, and he's staring at you, and it goes right to the brim. Right to the edge, and pulls it away. Perfect. No room at all for cream or sugar. And he ever so gently on this tray, this white small cup, slides it over to you.
I'm going to drink the first sip in front of you because I feel like that would be appropriate. I take a sip of coffee.
How is it?
That's the best cup of coffee I've ever had in my entire life.
Ooh, that's what we're here for, baby.
You know, imagine if you could put this into like a small individual container for people to use at home. You know, that I need this in my house. I need it in my brother's house. I need it. My mom doesn't drink coffee because she has the gout, but
you can be quick. You save time when you're brewing. It's all in one. You don't even have to grind the beans.
Right, again, like a all-in-one machine that makes this specific coffee. Now, I don't think you should use other brands, right? I don't think there's a good brand integration thing going on there. But I think if you would have really, I mean, this could be the thing, kid. This could be, in fact, I pull out my card and go, next time you're in Chicago, I want you to come by my office. We're going to talk about this idea. All right. This is going to change everything.
Okay. I need a cup of this coffee, actually.
Are you handing the business card to him?
Yeah.
He takes it quickly while you're talking and shoves it in his mouth.
Mr. Keurig, do you get one more cup on you?
Why did you eat the business? Why did you eat the business card? Never mind.
Perfect fill. Slides it ever so gently over to you, Lou.
This is good coffee. Thank you. Are you here all night?
Tell me.
Do you sleep most nights?
Who needs it? Tell me. What do you think?
Hey, Jack, I think we got our guy.
All-in-one coffee system in a cup.
And for this coffee, I feel like it'd be worth ruining the environment for.
We're gonna call it
the environment. I mean, there's plenty of trees.
He's right.
What are they gonna do? Stop growing trees?
There's more trees than there are cups of coffee.
And coffee's a plant.
Exactly.
It's a bean.
This guy gets it.
I do get it. I don't know why you swallowed my business card.
I already have the number.
What? Okay, you know what? That's fine.
I remembered it.
What are you working tonight? We're gonna try and pull an all-nighter for some fun. If you want to join us.
Good. That's good. I'll be here. I can't wait.
Jack, you need a cup of this coffee.
Yes, you do. Jack, get over here, Jack.
How do you know his name?
He's just said it.
From across the room?
This man right here. What is your name, Radio Man?
Tommy. It was on the business
Tommy
card.
just said Jack.
Okay. I called out to Jack to get some coffee.
And I heard it with my ears because the brewer's
Sure
not
did.
going.
Yep.
Yeah. Jack O'Connor, what's up?
This is pretty good coffee.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I've heard. Most of everybody here in the dining halls heard about how good Keurig your coffee is.
Watch this. And he takes a mug and he flips it up into the air. And it goes soaring over his head and smashes against the far wall. Ooh! I've been working on that trick for a minute. But my idea, John K's instant coffee. Think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, any business idea is pretty good and it's pretty successful in this time period.
What you really need to do is you need to start investing. The stock market right now is doing.
If any of you say Microsoft, I'm ending the stream right now.
No.
You should invest.
Say Tesla.
The guy's name was Softwood.
Invest in WoW Internet.
Smallwood.
Definitely don't invest in WoW Internet.
Don't
Oh,
Invest in literally anything. It's 1928. Nothing will go wrong.
Yep.
The market's incredible right now. From what I understand.
It's going up. It'll only ever go up.
And only ever. It's literally.
That's what
I
they
mean,
say. There's only ever one war to end all the other wars.
Right, and it's like if the market were to suddenly crash, I would just be in the greatest depression of my life. But I don't see it happen.
Oh, you're drinking. Oh, I thought that was for Jack. Was that not your coffee, Jack?
Oh,
He's made
sorry.
coffee and just started drinking it.
And he goes through the whole same process to get a fresh cup in front of you, Jack O'Connor.
Hey, Jack, what's behind that bar? What gives? What's going on back there?
Your hopes and dreams, my hopes and dreams, my passion. This is what I live here for. If this part of the ship fell, I would have to fall with it.
What if, though, the ship was falling with your coffee, right? But you found out that if you lived, there was even better coffee. Would you then?
I would have to survive.
So really, I I'm trying to think of the best way to ask this.
Well,
Are you in love with coffee?
In love is, well, accurate.
Have you had any weird dreams lately, Carrick?
Have I slept? I dozed off around 3 a.m. Last night. I remember a chill came through. I believe someone opened a window. That woke me up right away, and I was back to coffee.
You haven't slept very much at all lately.
You can give me another spot hidden. This one was just regular success. We're doing all spot hiddens. The spot hidden only episode, aside from that one psychology.
From do you want a spot hidden from all of us?
If you'd like, it's up to you.
I was one
failure.
off.
Oh shit! With an extreme from
shit.
Jack O'Connor.
Finger
With the
guns!
spin.
Finger guns!
He did
Finger
the spin
guns!
move and everything.
He did the spin move without the finger guns. You're missing a crucial. There it is.
There it is.
Pop, 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 pop.
Extreme success, 8 versus 55.
Perfect. With an extreme, Jack is intensely staring at this individual as he's talking. This person has not slept very much. You can tell that he did, in fact, probably doze off late, this morning, last night. But this is where he's stayed put. He doesn't really pay attention to anything else. When he stops talking to you, he goes right back to what he was doing, maintaining a perfect coffee station, from espresso to standard brew, cold brew. Doesn't exist, I don't believe. I don't know. 1920. I don't know. Anyway, maintaining a spotless and ideal coffee station. The way this bar is built, it's wrapped around all the way from, it kind of does a bit of a curve. It'd be a 90-degree angle if it wasn't a curve. From one corner, it's about maybe 8 steps away from you, this bar, as it comes around. There's no exit from the bar, but you can see that door in the back, which you can see a shelf unit right behind there that just has more coffee shit. Nothing about this individual, though, strikes you as malicious. It really is about the coffee.
I want to put like $2 down the table as a tip and be like, these bucks are going to take you to the stars, kid.
He takes
Stars,
one,
Starbucks. No,
licks it, and puts it in
What?
his pocket, and slides the other one to you. Can I get you boys anything else?
no.
No, we're good. Yeah.
I'm sure we'll swing back through later. You said you're here all night.
I intend to be. Believe it or not, when people don't want to sleep, they want to get their work done. You know who's here? Me.
Hey, and Keurig, just a little word of advice. Never get high on your own supply. Remember that.
Rules
Especially
live
when
by.
it comes to coffee beans. You can have a heart attack.
I can't. I have to drink coffee, Jack.
You don't drink coffee?
I have to. I have
Oh,
to.
you
drink
have
coffee.
to.
I have
Okay.
to drink the coffee. There's no other choice.
Well, we're gonna go walk around. See you later.
All right. And he's back
a-
to very aggressively.
Great. Well, that was a fun side adventure.
That kid's gonna have a heart attack by the time he's 28.
He's gonna have a heart attack by tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Um,
He ate the dollar and the business.
He ate the business card, licked the dollar, put the dollar in his pocket. Yeah.
He most definitely does not have a great diet, I would have to say.
That's what happens when you don't sleep, though, Jack. You sure you want to do this tonight?
I've already drank the coffee. I mean, I'm gonna be up.
Oh, I mean, hey, listen, if you guys want to sleep, then I'm more than welcome to stay up and make sure nothing happens.
I'm just not quite sure what you think is going to happen.
Listen, when I slept last night, I woke up in the cargo hold. I went to bed in my room and I woke up in the cargo hold. So you explain that to me.
Wasn't that where we found that body?
I've never once had that happen to me. I've never once been sleep deprived to the point where I sleepwalk.
Do you want to go walk through the cargo hold? Go explore a little bit?
I mean, we've already been down there. I mean, we saw the body and everything.
We were down there with oversight, were we not?
Yeah, but I'm sure they're still there. I mean, they can't move the body around when there's a whole group of people on this air blimp.
And they're gonna have to move it around eventually. It's gonna start stinking. Not that I know what a dead body smells like.
Right, but the cargo hold, that stuff won't reach up to where the main cabins are, though.
Where do you
Lou, you
suggest
ever
we go?
seen a dead body before yesterday?
Have I?
No, I know you have. You were in the war, but this Lou.
No, just I'm a banker. Of course not.
Right. Well, you see dead presidents all the time, you know.
Ah.
Yeah, that was a terrible joke. I mean, yeah, sure, we can go to the cargo hold. I mean, we can check that back out. I'm like I said, I drank the coffee. I'm gonna be up, and also that kid kind of freaked me out. So,
Jack, do you have any other ideas of where you want to go explore? Seems like you're really concerned about this. Any
No, I mean, if you guys, no, I'm not saying we need to explore, but if you guys,
I don't want to just sit in my room all night. I didn't bring anything. Didn't bring enough to read.
No, if you want to go to sleep, that's fine. But maybe I need to stay in the room with y'all while y'all sleep, and I'll just stay up. So if anything happens, I can wake you up.
Between this and the coffee guy, I think there's a lot of weird things y'all like around here. I'm not sure if I'm.
We're just not even going to talk about Pop.
Yeah,
and
it's been meeting a lot of
That's really bothering me.
Coffee guy and Pop, and you want to be in the room while I sleep. I don't know. It's just.
Nah, it ain't like that. I'm just saying. I mean, if you want to sleep in your own room by yourself, by all means, go ahead. But I'm staying up.
You know, Lou, I feel like you were up to something. Not necessarily anything we're looking for, but I think you're on your own thing. You know what I'm saying? I know a guy.
Because I don't want to sleep in the same room with Jack.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a handsome man, but
I didn't mean it. Well, you know, I mean, hey, I try not to judge, but that's not what I meant. I mean, like, you ask more questions about us than you do about what's going on with this investigation, Lou. And I'm wondering, you know, what's going on in that head of yours?
I was trying to make some friends. I don't see how and there's a dead body and some madman wrote some symbols around it. And it's been getting cold randomly, but we're in the air. I maybe just not sure if I'm on the same wavelength as y'all in terms of like there being something afoot. Like I'm down to hang out. I'm down to walk around with y'all if you want to go explore. I just don't know if I've been as concerned as y'all have been. Other than with Pop, I'm concerned about Pop, but I think we're a little past
he's
that.
Gone.
Now. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about Pop anymore. He seems to be going to high places right now.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Hey, Keeper.
Hello.
What time is it right now?
At this point, through the discussion, through meeting Keurig, it's a little bit later into the evening. I'd say probably maybe 8:30, somewhere in between there.
Hey guys, why don't we move over to the casino table?
Hey, you know what? I could. Sure. People say all sorts of weird shit at the casino table. You know what I'm saying?
We perhaps can find out some more information.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Jack, where's the casino table?
It's right over there. Come on, follow me.
Really? Okay. All right.
Matt's dying inside.
He points to nothing.
I'm here at the casino table now.
Like a Dora exit and entrance.
Can you say casino table?
Yeah.
Great. All right. What's the plan?
Clever,
What's
no gambling.
Is there no casino table on this blimp?
There is not. Now, of course, there is a smoking lounge. There is a reading room that you know of. Of course, there is the deck kind of layout there as an example.
My bad, guys. I swear I thought I saw a blackjack table over there when we first got on the ship. But
I got some cards in my room if you want to get some other passengers to play a game.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
sure what
sure.
we could do, though, we could go to the smoking lounge and get a game going. You know what I'm saying? I mean, get some stogies, some cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I'll go grab my. I'll walk to my room and grab the deck of cards I have. If that's okay with you, Keeper.
It's not. No, it's perfectly
Darn.
okay. Definitely go to. So you're headed to your room. Give me a listen roll while you're headed there.
Everybody are just
just Lou as he's heading. Yeah. Okay. So as Lou is with the success, 37%. Thank you. As Lou is heading back to his cabin now, of course the cabins are all on the same floor as that dining room, the reading room, and the lounge there. But as you go down that hall to your room, with that successful listen, from one of the rooms to your right there, you can hear silent, but definitely there, whimpering.
What room exactly? Are there room numbers?
So in this case, well, there would be room numbers. This one would be, I believe, room 24, I want to say.
Great. I'll just grab my cards and head back.
Okay. So you grab those cards that you definitely brought with you, and then find yourself in the. Now, where are we headed? Are we headed to the
smoking
lounge? Yes.
Gotcha. So that is right across the way from that, coffee area, the dining room. You just go right across to the other side of the ship cabin, or to the ship kind of place. Find yourself a table, and there is two other men, older white men, with loosened button down, just hanging out.
Guys, you won't believe there's some crazy sex going on in room 24.
Good for
Wow,
them.
I had no idea you would walk into conversation like that. But wow.
Yeah, who the fuck starts a conversation?
It was just, I mean, you could hear from across the whole fucking hallway. It's hard to, because all I could hear for rooms on end is just someone sounded like they were fucking dying out there.
Well, when you say crazy, what do you mean?
It sounded like they were in pain. Do you whatever people are into and all, but it's just.
Well, what made you jump?
It was really loud.
What made you jump to sex instead of just someone?
Well, if someone was hurt that bad to be yelling that loud, I figured that.
What kind of sex are
had
you
a
having?
doctor.
Yeah, what if they're actually in pain?
Why would they still be in the room? They go see a doctor.
We're on a blimp.
You could just be sitting in your room dying? No. I feel like if you're gonna be in your room, we gotta just didn't add up.
I'm learning a lot about you, Luke.
It's a lot to learn about me.
Oh, should we?
Anyways, let's get this
play
game going.
cards?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Okay.
These are great stogies.
they are Cuban.
I
Man.
brought one in as a joke, and I hate the fact that I'm not gonna
Is
smoke
that-
in my apartment.
Is that a real one?
Yeah.
What,
I think
uh,
it's
Man, I haven't
expired.
had a cigar in a minute. That would be.
Cali Canto. It's some cheap one. Yeah.
Really, cigars can expire.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I would assume this
Eventually.
one is. Yeah.
More like go stale than expire, but yeah.
Wow, I never.
You
really
keep them in a
thought about that.
humidifier, they stay good a lot longer.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I do fucking love some Cuban cigars. I'm so glad that we have them here.
I mean, just
Hope they never
how
get
bad
banned
would
in
it
the
be
next-
if we ever lost trade with Cuba?
That would never happen. They're too
No.
close. We're friends.
Right. I mean, it's not. Who are they going to become friends with? The Russians? I mean, surely not. Surely not.
I hope not.
Crazy shit going on over there, though. You heard about all this shit that's been.
Yeah, they had that little revolution and everything, and the Tsar Nicholas and all his
The
family.
Bolsheviks.
Yeah,
I think they're
we
Jewish.
I think so, but they apparently all got murdered by their own own
Terrible.
people.
I mean,
you know,
also very poorly executed. You know, it could have been done way better, in my opinion. But
From across the smoking lounge.
with less murder.
Are you boys talking about the Russians?
Yeah.
Can't stand them.
All right.
You don't like vodka?
Oh, now that I like. Best thing they ever did.
My buddy Tommy here said the Cubans are gonna be friends with the Russians at some point. Can you imagine?
No, I was.
Can you imagine?
You gotta talk to them. They're all the way across the world.
The Cubans and no.
There's no way they can talk to each other now. Come on.
Around, you know.
They're gonna pull out some fucking. Just talk to them like you're in the same room.
You know, it's like saying Germany could be cut in half. You know, it's like just things that just wouldn't happen.
Got rid of
What are you doing?
Bill.
But the Russians are gonna control half of it.
I mean,
what is Russia gonna start attacking Germany because Germany gets so angry at them?
oh, God,
okay,
you know,
it happens.
like,
Why the same won't happen
like,
again?
Oh, and then of course Germany would like attack them in the middle of the winter because that's a good idea. You know,
you have to be out of your mind
Out
to
of your
attack
fucking-
Russia in the winter. Even I know
mean,
that. Come
just-
on now.
Napoleon tried it.
You should learn
Big
from
one.
this. Exactly, friend.
Big
Bill,
one.
did you hear any of that? And he turns to this old, decrepit old man who probably can't hear anything. And he just, Bill, he said the Russians are going to take Germany later on in the future. And Bill just,
You just have to love these impossible hypotheticals. You know what I'm saying?
that's funny.
actually, the Russians and the Germans are in quite good talks right now.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Really, the Russians and the Germans are having good talks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't follow much international news.
This is gonna go too deep. All right, so are you all sitting
Soon you're gonna tell me China will be a global powerhouse by the 1990s. I mean,
all right, that's enough. All right, are we sitting down? Are we sitting down to? We can go on for hours. Okay, are we sitting down to try to start up a card game?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to get those two guys in there.
All right.
The decrepit old man.
We're playing Go
What about a
Fish.
game of Gwent?
We're playing Go Fish, and
That initial individual who spoke to you comes over. Bill sits where he is. You think Bill might be dead, but you start playing that game, dishing out cards. Everyone give me a power roll.
power.
Correct. And your intentions, what are your intentions here? It's about 8:30 in the evening.
Play some cards, talk a little bit.
Okay.
Where the fuck is the power roll?
Jack coming in with a strong 80 power. Oh, it's up at the top. It's like the special stats up at the top.
Power. Yep. Success.
All right. And one more from Lou there.
Failure.
Okay.
I'm the
Understood.
weakest.
That's okay. It's not the weakest. You just you're better at other things. Power with that 50 and then 75 with Tommy. All right. So yeah, you're knocking out this game, and let me go ahead and give a roll for our other friend there. Yeah. Okay. So that friend you made who's laughing with you, you can see those eyes drooping. Finally, after 3 or 4 times, he drops his cards and he springs up briefly and says, "Well, gentlemen, I have to see myself out now. You all have a good
What was
night."
your name again, fella?
My name, Donahue.
Donahue.
Indeed.
Look tired, Donnie. You not been sleeping well?
I guess not. I thought I got myself a full night last night. Anyway,
Donahue.
that's right.
Wait a minute. You sound very familiar. Are you from New York?
Well, I spent some time there, but I'm actually well, I'm from
Do it.
trying to remember where that was. Was it Philly?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
it's
actually
Philly.
from the Philadelphia region, friend.
City
Okay.
of Brothers in Love.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you look quite sleepy. Seems like you've had maybe a long week.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I had a run-in with a ghost of all things. Hard to explain.
Ghost?
I need some rest.
There are a lot of
Oh
ghosts.
no,
in Philly?
you gotta tell us all about it.
Yeah, you can't leave on a ghost. I didn't know
Come
Philly
on,
had ghosts.
Can't just see ghosts. And
You know, in,
just
in
bounce like that.
Chicago,
Give me a charm or
we love ghost stories in Chicago.
Is there a persuasion here? Man, I've been playing D&D too long. Is there
Persuade.
yeah, let's see a persuasion or a charm.
Hard success.
Okay,
35
all
to
right.
70.
I will stop you right there as we're going to continue with that. Hard success. All right. I can break it down for you. And he sits down, very sluggish, and tries to elaborate. And the house
Is there a staff member nearby?
and not that you can see, no.
Damn.
And the bed is flying around. And he starts
Your
dozing
bed
off.
was flying around.
The bed in the house I just told you about it.
Sounds like a poltergeist.
And his head droops where he's sitting. And Lou, you start to pick up on this. As you did successfully persuade him, you start to you're really listening, intently listening to his stories here, but your eyes seem to fall with his. You find it harder and harder to stay awake, and you yourself find your head slinking to the point where you can't hear your friends speaking to you. You can't even hear the snoring of this individual. And you do fall into a slumber there.
Just Lou?
Yeah, Tommy and Jack, you're staying put. Or doing whatever you're doing. You're, as far as you can tell, you're awake.
Yeah, I guess he was serious about needing to go to bed, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, want to play a game?
Yeah. Yeah, we can play something. I don't know. Is that old guy who was with him still there?
His body's there. If you're listening kind of closer, you can eventually catch a. So he is still alive. Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he's out of it too. Why don't we play a game of cards?
Sure. You pick.
Let's play war.
Oh, okay. You know, you got a bit of a leg up on me, though. You were the soldier.
Yeah.
You know, they never called my name.
Why don't we put some stakes on it? How about that?
Okay, what you want to do? What do you want to bet on?
Listen, hey Keeper, is it just me and Tommy now?
Yeah. I mean, your friends there are passed out in front of you. The old man is in the back corner. There doesn't seem to be any staff as the night gets a little bit longer. So right now is the two that are conscious is gonna be Tommy and Jack. Yeah.
Tommy, listen, I don't know much about you, but I can tell that you're not just going to Germany for vacation.
Well,
I'm going to be honest with you. I am going to a birthday party, and it is for an old friend, but it's really not that good of an old friend, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm saying, why don't we raise the stakes here in this card game? You know, I got some cargo on this ship that I'm willing to fork half of it over on this table. If you're willing to fork half of your cargo over.
bit of a detective, huh? Well, let's just say I may or may not have some assets on board, and I may or may not be one to get some assets in my time in Germany. You know, I'm not normally a gambling type of man, except when I am, and I'm feeling like it right now. Yeah, let's play.
Awesome.
You deal those cards out as we go into a bit of a break here. So we're going to break very shortly, probably no more than 5-10 minutes. So refill your drinks. We're going to do the same and come back as the night grows longer and a little bit louder. All right. We will
All
be
right.
back. Everyone say happy birthday, Michael, in chat. It's happy belated birthday. His birthday was yesterday. Woo!
Happy 111th
Michael,
birthday.
it's your birthday today.
Woo, woo.
It was
25. It's the round up birthday.
Yeah, round up
We are
birthday.
officially 30.
What?
Is that how we do it now?
I just turned 21 for the 5th time.
Can we just speed this shit up? All right, we're trying to get to the end of it. Just round up to 30. All right.
We
I'm trying to
we got a
die.
happy birthday from Ian.
Yes. Thank you,
Thank
Ian.
Ian.
Ian's an awesome
Hope you
person,
enjoy
man.
the next hour and a half being the same fucking joke as the first hour and a half.
Michael,
Well,
it's your birthday today.
It was yesterday, but thank you.
is the same day as my birthday, July 7th.
That's right. Happy birthday to Matt also.
Yeah, it's not my
Happy birthday, Matt.
It's not.
Happy birthday,
Woo!
Matt.
My birthday was in July. Woo! All right.
Yes.
But Michael's birthday. Woo! Okay. All right. We're gonna
I
stop this.
also share the same birthday as Matt also.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, honey.
Woo! Everett. And my
Thank you.
birthday is in October.
Okay. All right. All right. Man, we haven't made that joke in a minute. Okay. Cool. Well, for all of our birthdays, I got a present for all of you. It's not gonna be a good one.
Oh.
Let's do this. So, Tommy and Jack, you're dealing out cards. Both of you give me power rolls, please.
Power.
Of course, catching up from where we left off, Lou and their new friend, Donahue, are passed out, as well as that old man. Ooh, okay. So Jack with the failure 92 versus 80, and the 75 versus 75 success on Tommy's part. Tommy, what you see as Jack is dealing out cards is you're paying attention to your hand there, and you see one card fall off to the left of the table, as it didn't make it quite right. And the reason being is because the hand that was dealing it, Jack's hand, goes limp as Jack, you lose yourself to sleep. Very similar to your friends there. Tommy, you're surrounded by snoring, passed out men at this table.
I want to go over and try and nudge Jack and be like, Jack, wake up. Wake up, Jack. I don't like this.
Jack slumps over out of the chair, falling onto the ground, still sleeping.
All right, fine.
Well, okay, yep. Okay.
He's dead. No.
Very much alive, very much alive.
Um,
You can feel the sleep setting in, but you're keeping yourself awake.
shit. I guess while everybody's asleep, and it seems like everybody's in a pretty deep sleep, right?
I mean, this dude just fell out of a chair and is still sleeping. Yeah, it's deep.
Can I would like to rummage around in some pockets of our new friend that we made.
Of course, yeah. Go for it. So you reach in, you find a lighter. I don't know what kind of lighter they would have in this day and age. Maybe a box, or let's say a matchbook. You find some cigarettes.
I immediately light a cigarette 'cause I'm like, fuck.
That's honestly about all you find. You might even find like his wallet with old picture of his love there. And some cash in his wallet there.
I'm not gonna take his cash.
All right.
I am gonna take the picture of his love interest, though. I'm just gonna keep that.
Perfect. Love interest picture acquired. One time.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna check the old man too.
The old man, when you
That's
go
okay.
into his pockets, he has an old, crusty tissue in one pocket. There's yellow kind of staining a lot of it. As you pull that out, you find what did you find? Maybe a nice pin in one of his pockets. Well worn. That's about it.
I don't see any use for any of that.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the nasty tissue and like put it on top of his forehead.
Done. And what they didn't know is that tissue is the key to everything.
And you know, been a little suspicious of our boy Lou here.
Okay.
I wanna look around Lou's coat pockets and stuff like that.
While you're doing that, give me a listen roll.
A listen?
Yeah.
Okay. Failure.
No worries. Yeah, so you're going through Lou's pockets. Lou, elaborate on anything else, but I do know you do have the ornamental knife that you found in Smallwood's room. That was in one of these kind of inner jacket pockets. Anything else, Lou, you might have?
Oh, that's just a full banana that he's feeling in there. That was just my breakfast for the next morning.
Mm-hmm. Could have sworn this guy was a cop.
No, all of my I guess everything else would be my room. I wouldn't be carrying anything in my pockets other than just like maybe a wallet with only some cash and no ID.
And no pictures of your loves back home. Yeah. Like
I don't feel like Jack. I would search Jack.
Okay.
I try again to like gently shake Jack and Lou to see if they get up. Doesn't seem to work. Do I see anything strange going on other than the grown men asleep at the poker table?
Not right now, but at this point, I'm gonna ask for another power roll.
Power? Okay.
God dang, Tommy, that coffee is setting in. You are wide awake.
That coffee's doing twerk.
All right.
I'm sorry. Did you say twerk or work?
The coffee's been in the twerk.
I said twerk.
Can you give us a twerk roll, please?
Twerk roll, please.
Well, Tommy, you yourself are awake, but of course your comrades here have fallen asleep. You all, Jack and Lou, you are in a deep sleep, as well as Donahue there. You wake up in that same cave, you might recall. Pop is missing, Tommy is missing, but you, Jack, and you, Lou, you're both sitting there. This time, however, against the wall of the cave, you see tools, even what you might consider weapons, made of a dark obsidian. You can see the edges hand-crafted, hand-chiseled into the edge here, and the wood that they're attached to. You feel that hunger setting in. The first thought you have is how you might use those tools, those knives and spears, to find yourself food.
I go look at the tools.
Great. They're exactly as described. They are kind of glinting. They're shining in the firelight there that you crafted prior.
Sure. What shape would those tools be in?
You see a spear as well as a couple very crude knives.
Am I aware? Well, I'm in a cave. Am I conscious? Like, do I have like my normal memories and junk? Like, how like lucid am I right now?
I mean, you have full control of your body as far as you can tell. Are you kind of going towards?
Trying to see if I would realize if I'm dreaming or not.
It really does not feel like it, man. Like this feels
real.
This is straight up. This is where you're at.
I'll take up one of the knives and very gently like slice my like hand or my arm or something just to see if I can feel pain. Just test myself.
Okay, are you sure you'd like to do that? Okay.
No.
So, if you would, I mean, if you want to cause damage to yourself, I would be asking, 1 HP to be taken away if you're slicing yourself. If you want to like pinch yourself or something, you can, and doing so, I mean, you certainly feel it.
No, I don't half-ass shit. I'll take a point.
Okay. This, I mean, the everything about this is like you're here. I mean, you feel that blood kind of running down your arm as it's very cold, and that warm blood coming down. You can feel that. You can feel the tip of the weapon going in. I mean, this is a dream. This is a damn good one.
I pick up the spear and I walk out the cave.
Okay. What are you up to, Jack? Jack?
I was muted. I'm sorry.
No worries.
So I'm also in this cave, correct?
You are. You see all of that take place.
Is there any sort of exits that I can see?
Mm-mm. Just the one in and out cave entrance. You are actually towards the back of it, actually.
So the back of the cave and not the entrance.
Right, where you're positioned now with that fire, you're towards the back of the cave. It's about maybe a good 30 paces inward.
Okay. And I see these obsidian weapons, correct?
You do.
Or tools.
Yes.
I would like to go over and inspect these weaponry and tools.
Great. Which one did you take, Lou?
I was just about to ask if he's inspecting it before or after I've grabbed it. I was going to take the spear.
That's for you two to decide, but Lou is reaching for that spear, and you see two other crude knives next to it.
I just want to look at the knives. I don't want to touch. Let me preference that. I do not want to touch them. I'm just standing back looking.
Yeah, no worries.
I stab Jack with. I'm kidding.
Okay. Jack, you're dead. All right, no. Tommy, give me a listen roll again.
Listen, okay.
I don't know how you. Oh my God, that's 2 with a 70. Listen. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I keep winning power and losing listen.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
There's one thing I do want to ask from you. I'm afraid it's gonna fall back on spot hidden because that's exactly what it is. There's no investigation here, so.
Sure.
Yeah.
Success.
With that, on Lou's arm there, you see a bruise form out of nowhere. I mean, you're paying attention to these people. Your arms are probably on your hips. You're confused as all get out. But you do see that bruise start to form on that under that rolled up sleeve on Lou's arm there, out of nowhere. Back in that cave, what's the plan, Jack? Okay, all right. I did put you on the spot. I didn't realize you were going in for the. There you go.
Sorry, it was refreshing.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to just look at this knife, dagger. Is there anything that I can? Is there any markings on this dagger?
No, aside from the chisel marks where it's handcrafted, no.
But I do see Mike.
Yes, with the spear.
Who?
You see Lou. Yeah.
You see Lou.
Hey Lou, you seeing this? Are you here with me?
Yeah, I am.
Keeper, am I able to hear Lou?
Oh yeah. No, you're talking to each other.
Hey, what happened? Are we dreaming?
I think I am.
I think I am too, because I was just playing cards with Tommy.
Yeah, but like this hurts like a bitch. Like, I feel like normally when I have nightmares, I just wake myself up by. I don't know.
This is why I said we shouldn't go to sleep. Crap, we were up playing cards. I didn't even go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, I drank that full cup of coffee. Like, I'm not. I don't know if I necessarily believe your not go to sleep theory, but I drank all that coffee and I still fell asleep.
Right.
I mean, I don't see Tommy here.
Now,
What if he's still awake?
What did we do that Tommy didn't?
Speaking of Tommy, you at this point can't avoid this. It doesn't even take.
Okay.
To quote our friend Ian in chat. Oh no, it was decaf. All right, so Tommy's dead. All right, no. You can't avoid it at this point. You start to hear screams coming from just on the other side of the wall.
Oh, I thought I was gonna go to sleep.
No. And then now you sleep. No, you're wide awake. You had that extreme
Running
success.
towards the screams, immediately fall asleep.
Yeah, Tommy rolled that extreme success with the power roll there. You're wide awake, but you do hear screams coming from the passenger area. You hear a door smashing in. that's what you're picking up from the other side of the wall.
I want to very carefully move towards the sound.
Okay. As you come around towards and we're up the top left map, if you can kind of barely make out the map there in the stream, coming around from the lounge towards the opening to the cabins, very quickly you see one of the passengers on all fours running out of the room, making an animalistic down towards the stairs. Give me a stealth roll.
That must have been some crazy sex.
You got that dog in him.
You got that dog. What kind of roll?
Stealth roll.
Stealth roll? Okay.
Yeah.
Failure.
Okay. This passenger, right at the top of the stairs, turns to see you, almost at a last glance, and makes a towards you.
Is there a room I can try and run into to like shut the door behind me?
Yeah, you could probably. It's gonna be the first room on the right. When entering the kind of passenger lane of doors there.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay. We'll ask, instead of a dexterity, we'll say you're close enough there as you're rounding the corner. Give me a strength roll.
Strength. Okay.
Yep.
Success.
Nice. 49 versus 60 success. You're able to position yourself, your feet probably jamming the door in place shut. So you're leveraged between the bed and the door there. And you can hear that guest who's lost their mind slamming on that door, trying to break through at this point.
I was gonna say, like, fuck you, you crazy psycho. Just stop it. Stop it. This would never happen in Chicago.
That's what you're dealing with right now, is that slamming onto that wood as Tommy's keeping it shut. But Jack and Lou, you don't hear any of this. You just hear the howling wind. What are you doing?
Do you think there's any... I mean, Tommy's not here. Do you think he's somewhere else? Think he's still awake?
Wind's howling.
Okay. Oh, right.
I would hope he's awake. I would hope he's trying to shake us awake.
Think there's any way to communicate with him?
I got a crazy idea. And
your crazy instincts have been right so far, so
there is a fire, correct, Keeper?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull back my sleeve and take my arm and put it into the flames to try to wake myself up.
Okay. All right. If that's the case and you do intend to do that, I'm gonna ask for a 1d4 for damage. If you're willingly doing that there.
I am willingly doing that.
Understood.
3 damage.
For 3 damage, I can say at this point, yeah, you'll probably give me a second here.
Could have just stabbed you or something, brother.
Yeah, that could probably also work.
Might have hurt less than burn the fuck out of your hand.
It's all right. It'll be a great conversation piece.
Give me a bonus power roll.
A bonus power roll.
Or a power roll with bonus, yeah.
Both of us are just Jack.
Just Jack.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, okay.
With a bonus? Do I have to?
You don't have to, but you can if you'd like. I mean, you can certainly get an extreme.
I don't wish. I prefer to keep it a hard success.
Yeah, well, I mean,
like,
bonus.
It's like playing blackjack, and you hit 17, and you might as well stay.
Sure, exactly.
Pussy.
So you're a bitch. 21 versus 80, hard success. You do spring yourself out of that slumber there. When you awake, you do see the. When you're awake, you do see the burn marks on your arm there. You can feel that at this point, probably third-degree burn setting in, or possibly very extreme second degree on your flesh there.
The hat's back on.
Hat's back on.
The hat's back on.
Dun, 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 dun.
Da-da.
Oh, my
Find a
God.
refrigerator. Get in the refrigerator.
Yeah. Is there a nuclear bomb going off? I must find a refrigerator.
Nuclear bomb.
All
I'll
right.
never,
An atomic bomb.
I'll never forgive Crystal Skull.
Oh my gosh. All right.
I'll be honest. I saw that movie in theaters 5 times when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
On the 5th time, that's when I became a movie critic, and I knew that movie sucked.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
I saw it twice, and I was like, the first time I was like, "Oh, here's the Fortune Jones again." The second I was like, "Why is Shia LaBeouf swinging with monkeys?" Like I was just like, "What's going on?"
All right. So, Jack, you spring yourself awake with that burn setting in on your arm. You are alone, aside from Donahue, asleep under that table there. But the old man has disappeared.
What did it look like for me when Jack woke up?
You blink, and once your eyes open, Jack appears gone.
Huh.
Appears to be gone. So, Tommy, Jack, Lou, you're all in 3 different locations right now. Whoever'd like to take it away?
I mean, I feel like I'm still fighting keeping the door shut, right?
You are still attempting to keep that door shut against a ravaged
After
guest.
after
While I'm
witnessing
keeping the door shut, can I? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Michael.
No, please take it away.
I was just gonna say, like, can I see if I see anything in the room while I'm like, I kind of look back, while I'm holding the door shut.
This room is just like any other cabin. There's nothing of significance here, it appears.
And okay, I'm just gonna keep trying to hold the door shut.
Okay. Lou, what are you up to in this cave?
Well, after witnessing Jack stick his hand in the fire and then suddenly getting out, I'm starting to feel a real desire to put my hand in that fire.
Okay. I'm gonna be asking for the same thing.
That's why I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're not meta gamers here. I stick my fucking hand in the fucking fire.
Okay. Well, you don't have to metagame. No, that's gonna hurt like a bitch. So, I am feigning ignorance. No. Okay. Well, in that case, you're gonna be rolling a 1d4
Oh, thank
for
God.
1 damage and
1 damage. Let's go.
power roll with a bonus die, or bonus roll. I suppose I should say.
And
Okay.
failure.
Now you hit the bonus / penalty at the bottom.
Bingo.
Still a failure.
Still a failure.
You get the searing pain of the 1 damage, but you are still currently in this cave. It
Fuck.
didn't work for you. Yeah.
Okay. Then I grab that spear and I walk outside the cave.
Okay. At this point, of course, the wind is blowing, but as you collect yourself,
I'm sorry.
no, that's funny. You collect yourself, and as you do, as you start to calm down, as your friend disappears in front of you, that hunger seems to be fueling you. You, despite the cold that seems to set into the bone, you can still feel your stomach almost shriveling up. You need to get something in you. But what would you like to do?
Do I see anything outside this cave?
You do see, of course, a lot of snow, some trees, but if you would like to
Like
try
trees as in like individual trees, like a forest.
it's kind of in between. I mean, it's a forest, but not
Or
exactly.
woods.
Yeah, you can see between them. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Anything moving, ideally.
Give me. I'm gonna ask for a few rolls here.
Okay.
I'll take a survival, track, or natural world, or a hard spot hidden success.
Survival, track, or natural world.
Correct. Or a hard spot hidden.
Let's see. Track. Where's survival?
It's somewhere on there. I don't know. It's at the
Oh,
bottom
okay.
in D&D Beyond, but that's not what
That's
we're using.
helpful.
So
Thank you.
yeah, no worries. I got you. Happy birthday.
I do not see survival. So I guess I will do track. Fuck it. Failure.
Okay. You start wandering into this forest blindly. Ba, ba, ba. Give me a Constitution roll. Nice. Okay.
Hard success.
The cold is certainly not setting in, but if you'd like to give me another one of those rolls, you certainly can. Not Constitution, I mean any of the others.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Failure again.
Okay. All right, you're still wandering through the woods here. Ba ba ba. Okay, we're gonna jump to someone else as Lou wanders through the cold woods. Jack, what's going on, buddy? Taking a swing. Okay, Tommy, what's going on, buddy? So you're at the store at this point. The banging eventually dies down, and you hear that grunting, that growling move away from you. You assume it's going down the stairs from what you can hear.
So it stopped.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to slowly open the door.
Okay.
Kind of
nothing
peer
there.
around.
Okay.
And
You're
then
good.
I want to try and make my way going back towards the smoking lounge.
Okay. You are doing that. Initially, at the entrance of it, you do see Jack. Behind Jack.
Jack, what the fuck?
Hey, Tommy.
What's up? What?
Tommy. Oh my goodness. Oh.
What happened to your arm? Your arm's all burnt. And it...
I know. I gotta find some ice for it. But what is going on? We were playing cards, and I was talking about what was going on in Germany and stuff, and you not being who you are, and me not being who I am.
We were talking about the things that we didn't talk about, and you said you were talking about how you were bringing some stuff over, and then you fell asleep in the middle of playing a card down. It was, you fell right asleep, just like Lou did. And then I tried to wake you up. You didn't wake up. And then I hear a scream. I leave the room. And then I see some man on all fours, like he's trying to do some kind of impression of a dog. And then he just tries to he chases after me. I hide in the room. I try to hold the door against him in the room. I mean, what is going on in the House of Commons?
Show me where this guy is.
He ran down the hallway up there. I mean, I get okay, fine, and I'll take Jack to the hallway where I saw the man, beast boy, man, bear boy, man.
And Jack pulls out his Webley revolver that he's been carrying this entire time.
Okay.
Which he has from the very beginning.
No, you do. I just it's a heck of a thing.
What, a Webley revolver? What's wrong with a Webley revolver?
There's nothing wrong with the revolver. It's the revolver and a whole bunch of hydrogen that becomes the issue. But anyway, so
don't look at Mike's background.
Insert.
How the hell did you?
Insert predicting the future joke here.
I got searched pretty good. I mean, all my guns are in my car. I mean, not that I have any cargo, but all my guns are in my cargo. I couldn't get a gun on here. I mean, damn, man, you must have. Where'd you hide that thing?
I know some guys who who are willing to look past it, for a couple of extra bucks.
I'm sure it'd be too much to ask if you had a spare.
I actually don't.
Well, then you're going in the front, but all right.
Well, look at this thing. Isn't it a beauty?
That's gorgeous. Just gorgeous craftsmanship. Just
look at that.
Look at that. That's just
Lou, you're wandering through the woods here as these two are doing their thing. You wouldn't know. You're
talking about guns
in the forest with your spear. Eventually, you pass one of these trees. That wind is howling past you. Snow blowing off the trees.
It's Grandmother Willow.
There's a haze kind of in the distance there. But initially, right around this tree in front of you, you hear a little like an animal, like a fawn is what I was going for. I'm not very good at impressions. You do hear what sounds like a small deer, perhaps a roe deer, whitetail, who knows. You do come around that tree and you see it in the snow, and all you can feel is the heat coming off of it that you desire. Your whole body at this point is stone cold.
How far away am I from the cave? And do I know how to get back there efficiently?
With the 2 track rolls you just rolled, I mean, you were more or less, you knew you were lost. You're not certain how long it would take.
How far away am I from this deer?
You're basically right next to it. It is almost not even really reacting to you. It doesn't seem to be running or anything.
I stab it with a spear.
Okay. I wouldn't even ask for a damage roll, as it doesn't move much. It just squeals in pain as you start jabbing the spear into it. And more you feel that anger building up, this desire more than anger for that meat, that flesh, and the heat with it.
We're still in the woods.
You are. You're somewhere in a snowy woods with no clear direction around you.
Then I try to clear the area of leaves and whatnot as much as I can. Then I cut that bitch open and try and gut it on the spot.
You do just that. You have this flesh in your hands. Again, you're free to proceed however you'd like, but I have described this beckoning that you're getting it from this intolerable hunger.
I try and resist.
Okay. Well, you know where I'm going with that. Let's see. Give me a moment here. A power roll.
Yeah.
Power.
Hey!
Extreme success.
Let's go!
Extreme success, and Johnny Stantonov jumping in. What's going on, buddy? The nightmare fuel for tonight is a Zeppelin and airship up in the sky in 1928, and these 3 are in the thick of it as an affliction is setting in with these passengers. It's good to have you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. So that extreme success, you are able to resist diving into that deer. You push that hunger off. You look at it and you get your senses back. You settle down and you don't dive into that flesh. You don't, lost in this what appears to feel real, but also a bit of a dreamscape. You're able to push that temptation off.
What time can I judge what time of day it is?
Oh, you have no idea.
Is it dark?
Not quite. The sun would be up, but you have no idea where it's at. I mean, through the clouds and whatnot.
I try and remove as much of the internal meat and bones of the deer as I can.
Okay. All right.
And then I Han Solo that bitch in the Tauntaun.
Okay.
Or Luke Skywalker.
Well,
whoever the fuck did it.
While you're doing that, where you're at, Tommy and Jack, you can give me maybe a spot hidden yet again, or you can do whatever it is you intend to do after discussing this weebly.
Is there anything on the ground or nearby that I could pick up to potentially like hit things with?
There's blood, but if you'd like to, give me a luck roll. It's going to be at the top of your character sheet.
What kind of roll?
Luck, L-U-C-K. Luck. Yes, sir.
Okay. Look.
Do you still need a spot hidden roll?
It's a failure.
Yeah, you can. Okay, we got a failure on the luck. You don't find anything, Jack. You got the failure on the spot hidden, 84 versus 55. You don't seem to find anything around.
I need my tools.
Okay.
My tools.
You start to hear the screaming on this passenger ship pickup. You hear it from the back of the hull. You hear it from below you, down on the lower deck. It's however you would like to proceed, of course. You can hear the same, Tommy, you can hear the same grunting coming from that one beast that attacked more often now, and from more than just one source as well.
Fuck, Jack. I don't know what the hell's going on. God, I got no weapon. I'm just shit. You're the man with a gun. What do you want to do?
You follow me, all right?
All right.
Actually, better yet, you lead the way.
Me lead the way.
You saw the thing, so why not?
You a good shot?
I hope so.
Just don't shoot me then. And
I'll try not to, but I'm an arms dealer, so just be careful.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get in. I'll get in front, but it's like not very much in front. It's just a little bit in front, and I guess we'll go down the hallway where the.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go down the hallway.
All right. So you're going down the hallway with the passenger cabins?
Yeah.
Okay. You do just that. Most of the doors, some of them are open. You see a few towards the back that are shut. You can see some banging against one. It happens twice and then goes away. A lot of these are open. You of course see your cabins as well, empty, open.
Oh my! I'm going by my own cabin.
So you'd walk past where your cabins would be, yeah, assumingly.
Would it be possible to check my own cabin for even like a candlestick or something to hold on to?
Yeah. These cabins are tiny. They're just big enough to hold the bed and your footlocker.
You're looking for a candelabrum.
A candelabrum.
Playing fucking Clue.
I can ask for an intelligence roll or possibly even no intelligence would be the roll. Let's see it.
Intelligence.
Yeah, it's gonna be also at the top of your character sheet.
57. I success.
Okay. Jack, you can be up as well if you'd like, but I can say just what Tommy you feel from piecing everything together. The safest area out of everything appears to be right where you are in these passenger cabins, as a lot of the passengers seem to have departed from this region. You're farthest away from any of that grunting, from any of that banging. You do get that. You pick up on that sense for sure.
All right, Jack. You and I need to decide something right now. I think we're safe if we stay here. But at least from the immediate shit, right? But if we don't go after the big shit, this whole fucker could come down, and I think we're all screwed. I don't.
Listen. I'm already screwed if we don't make it to Germany. That's why I'm saying we got to keep going. You show me the way. We got to keep going. This blimp has got to make it to Germany. All right. I'm not losing my life in the air, and I'm not losing my life on the ground. All right. I made it through the Great War, and I'm making it through now. All right.
I'm with you.
There's people in this blimp. You see, there's people in this blimp that if I don't deliver, I'm dead. All right.
Yeah, I got a big deal waiting for me in Germany. If I don't get that shit locked up, it's well, I don't think we got much choice. All right, fuck it. We'll keep going.
Where you headed?
So looking at the passengers. So if we're are we like at the end of the hallway of the passenger cabins?
You're like right in the middle.
Right in the middle. I guess we can just keep going down.
Okay. You get to the end of the hallway here where it feels the safest. However, the back one, not the far left, but the second one to the last on the left, is the doors that's the one that was kind of banging. Yeah, there you go. Oh my god. All right. What? Come up.
Legolas.
I'm sorry. I actually have to be the one to take a detour right now. The Hobbit, when Legolas vaults off that rock to do a pirouette. Yes. What the fuck was that? I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, most of The Hobbit is what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
but it's still enjoyable. It's not as great as The Lord of the Rings, the extended edition, but it's still enjoyable.
I think if it had been 2 movies instead of trying to stretch it down to 3 movies, that would have helped it a lot.
Yeah.
I just like seeing. Yeah. I like seeing Orlando Bloom in his 40s as Legolas. Yeah. And then you're supposed to believe that he's in his, prime at that point, and then he looks more in his prime in The Lord of the Rings than he does in the Hobbit films.
But hey, that's hard to avoid,
Well, the thing is, Legolas isn't in the Hobbit. Like, he didn't need to be in the...
Oh yes, most of the stuff that was in the Hobbit movies was not in the Hobbit.
Yeah.
Legolas,
It
Tauriel,
could have been at max 2 movies.
Azog the Defiler.
Yeah, I mean, they're not great.
But for now, you don't know about that, as those movies never existed.
I heard this guy Tolkien's writing a big book.
Hey, Tolkien, I knew him. I was in the trenches with him.
Yeah, him and that guy Lewis.
Yeah, C.S. Lewis. He
yeah.
didn't really believe much in God. I don't know what's going on with him, but
We're discussing this as that door is banging
we'll have a turnaround later.
On the far side. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and cock back the Webley. Get it ready.
Okay. So you're gunning for whatever's behind this door.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not gonna shoot, but I have it. I have the hammer pulled back.
Okay. Well, the door's in front of you at this point.
I understand that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm not gonna fire through a door unless I know that.
I'm not telling you to.
Behind it.
You can do whatever you'd like. This is RPG, Hudson. I'll fuck with you.
Is it?
No, it's actually it's a rail shooter.
Game of Magic: The Gathering.
It's oh my gosh. If you want to catch some good if you want to catch some good
place a red mana down and cast
pack openings, you can find that over on Carbonized Productions. All right, so what would you two like to do? This door is in front of you. I'm just stating it as a matter of fact.
I wish I think I'm gonna hold my ground, almost as if I'm just waiting for a cave troll to come through that door.
Nothing's coming through. You're waiting.
I'm thinking, Jack. Here's my thing, right? I know we both need to make it to Germany, but we can't. I mean, this bitch takes 30 fucking days to get to Germany. If we can land this motherfucker and keep our cargo, we can just go again later. All right. I mean, if we can. No, that might be explained. What if we try to get to the captain's to the steering area and just try to land this thing? How hard can aeronautics be? I mean, I could ride a bike, I could drive a car, and I've one time seen a horse. Like, it's not these things. This shouldn't be that difficult.
All right, you're right. Let's try to land this.
We're gonna try and make our way towards the. It wouldn't be a cockpit. That's not the right word for a blimp.
You know what I mean?
It'll be on your page here in Roll20, the flight deck.
Flight deck, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so or helm.
Ian says the helm.
That's
the
true.
Helm. Yes,
that's true. That's a good one.
Almost like the helm hammerhand. Sounds in the deep one last time.
So
now for wrath, now for ruin, and a red dawn. That was from Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
It is.
Thank you. To get
I'll
there,
be really good in the book.
You would know. You'd have to go down the stairs from where you're at, through a door, depending on where you go, and then down a hallway, and then up again another set of stairs. Or in this case, down. Yeah, another down. To get to the flight deck. You'd be going right to where you hear the same screaming and, other sounds that aren't good.
I think we got to go for it.
We got to go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm sorry, Michael. I'm not forgetting about you. Don't worry. Happy birthday.
Okay.
You get down these
club for the first time the other day.
Do what now?
I said my mom watched the Breakfast Club for the first time the other day.
That's a great movie.
Your mom watched the Breakfast Club for the first time?
Yeah, my mom did.
Wow.
She said it was the worst thing she's ever seen.
Oh.
More of a lunch lady, huh?
And I kind of
Big
sat
dinner
there and
fan.
thought, I was like, it kind of is an overhyped film.
It's not John Hughes' best.
Right. If you've seen it once, you've seen it, 1,000 more times. I mean,
Ferris Bueller is my favorite John Hughes movie.
Yeah.
I've not
I
seen it.
Candles is also funny.
I like John Hughes' The Last Jedi.
Right. Mm-hmm. Let's not talk about The Last Jedi. It's not.
All right. So you start going down these stairs. Let's see some stealth rolls from you both.
Stealth rolls. Okay. Yes, sir. Failure.
Okay. So you roll that 39 versus 30? All right.
Failure. 51 versus 40. Can I push it?
You certainly can. All right. That was another failure with the push roll. Okay.
91 versus 40.
Jack, you fall down these stairs. You get about halfway down. You're trying to be sneaky, and you take a tumble. I'm not going to ask for any damage points. You're able to catch yourself before you take any damage. But Tommy, you see all this. You're not exactly being stealthy either as you rush down to try to assist Jack. You're both down there at the base. You're shaking that off, Jack, and you look up, and at the end of this little hallway that you've come down into, you have a door to your left, but you do see this person, maybe one of the staff members, with the white and then the apron around their legs there. It's not Keurig. They turn to you as they hear this happen, and their eyes have gone black, and there's blood all across their face and their hands as they come out of this room and see you, the room at the end of this hall that they are kind of halfway in there. And they're about to rush you. So, Jack, you're going to let's go ahead and get some dex rolls. Let's see, if you go to your combat tab, you're able to roll that dex. And let me get some information here.
You want dex rolls from both of us or just Jack?
From you both. It's not for the roll like success or failure. I just need to see your dex.
Yep. 60.
Okay.
45.
Okay. So this person, at least that's, for lack of better terms, does rush you. Hey, Lennon. Thanks for subscribing to Spot Hidden.
Oh my gosh.
Let's
Thank
see,
you
I
but-
can't believe London Carlisle's a fan
London
of
Carlisle.
Oh my gosh!
Is that the London Carlisle?
It is. It is.
Oh
London.
my
It is.
god, I've seen him in so many other things lately.
It is London.
He must be a really
London-
busy guy.
He is. This just blood-covered person is rushing at which one? It's gonna be
You
rushing
keep
at
saying
Jack.
rush, and it just like I'm like,
Nope.
wow.
Stop.
Monday, why
no,
you mean,
no,
mean
no,
pride.
no, no.
Days Tom Sawyer, mean pride. All right, I'm sorry. Continue, Keeper.
Thank you. All right, so they're gonna be going after you, Jack.
We have to be terrible to DM for.
No, you're great. Okay. Let me see here.
They're coming
Okay.
after me.
Yes, they are. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll for them.
Dodge. Damn it.
Okay.
100 versus
With a
30.
crit failure dodge. That is automatically going to initiate a hit there. So let's go ahead. It's gonna be 2 of these. So they come rushing at you with their.
Wait. Can you push a dodge though? I know
No,
we've discussed this before.
not with combat. You can't. You can't push combat rolls, as far as I understand.
That's right.
And that's how I decided to do it right now, because you just rolled a crit. So, and you keep going off on tangents. So I'm getting my vengeance. So
Your
let's
revenge.
go ahead.
It's like,
Both of
let's
you-
kill Hudson so we can mute him.
Let's give me sanity rolls from you both as you're seeing this person turn around to you.
Sanity? Okay.
Yes, and then in the meantime, I'm gonna roll for damage as these long fingernails, these claws, come after you for 5 damage.
Failure.
Jack.
Big.
Holy
Big hunter.
meat!
Success.
Big hunter.
100 versus 74 failure for sanity for Tommy there. Another crit fail. That's gonna be.
And, Jack O'Connor got a 69.
Nice. Nice.
Jack,
Nice.
you're taking 1 point of sanity loss. Price, Tommy, you're gonna be taking whatever I roll plus 1 for 5 sanity loss. Woo!
Okay, so I need to go into. So I need to go. So 5. Okay. Now I have 69 total sanity.
Nice.
Nice.
But 5 sanity loss means you have to roll an intelligence check, and you're looking for a failure.
That is
I want to
correct.
fail?
Wow.
You do. Otherwise, you're going to be in a bout of madness. You succeeded. Uh-oh. All right. So, man, I haven't been in this opportunity in a minute. Okay. I got some documents to pull. Give me one moment. Okay. I should. I know. I think I know the video here. Oh my gosh.
That's me.
All right.
Is that how they
Tommy's doing
scream
those
in
exact
Chicago?
same movements, by the way.
Is that how they scream in Chicago?
Yes.
That is how they scream in Chicago if you're at a Cubs game, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Only for the Cubs.
Cubs suck.
Yeah, they did back then too. No, they went like 115 years without winning a World Series. I mean, just incredible how monumentally bad they were. I mean, just historically.
When was it they won? Was it 2015?
2018,
Okay.
I think.
I'm gonna roll a
2018?
1d10.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. It's
I
somewhere
rolled a
around there.
2. Okay, so Tommy, psychosomatic disability. You suffer. Oh,
2016.
I get to choose. You lose ability in your left leg. You can't seem to control it, and it falls out from under you. We're gonna roll for how long this is gonna last. For 2
I
rounds.
can't control it.
For 2
My
rounds,
fucking mic on accident.
you cannot control your leg there. Okay, so you just took that 5 damage, I believe.
5 damage too?
No. Just Jack got the 5 damage.
Okay.
No, you just lost your leg for 2 rounds there. All right. So next up is going to be who has the 60 dex? Jack, you got 60? Yeah, Jack, you're up next to make a move. What would you like to do?
I would like to fire the Webley revolver.
All right, go ahead and give me that roll. And I'm
yes,
going to roll
sir.
for something as well.
And it seems as though London says that the Cubs won in 2016, which that was a fun year for everybody in college.
Well, he has time to figure out when the Cubs won the World Series, huh? Interesting. Thought he was
Okay.
busy.
You fire that round, nothing happens, but you do also miss as well. With that
Can I
70.
push it?
You can't. 70 versus 55 failure. Up next.
Why are you trying to kill me?
You can't push combat rolls! Alright, so, Tommy, you're up next.
He went back to Chicago for a second.
Yeah, he did. Oh, wait. Oh, he actually dipped out. Wait. No, you lost control in the game. In the game. You can't control your leg. Okay, there he is.
Ah!
That's a-
Alright, it's your move. What would you like to do, Tommy?
So I can't move my left leg,
Right.
right? So I'm like, I guess I'm leaning up against the wall.
You're probably, catching yourself on the corner as you come down into
I-
kind of a, tight space.
I'm just gonna try and like keeping my shoulder up against the wall, like try to get farther away from it, but probably pretty slowly, I imagine. But like
Okay,
as fast as I can, just try to like hobble away from it.
you're in a cramped hallway. Jack just fired his gun at this person after taking a very large slash across his chest. There's a door behind you. You don't know where it's going to lead. You know where it goes, but you don't know what's on the other side, and there's the stairs you just came down.
So the player says to not do that, but the character would. So we're gonna go
Right.
in.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
we're
I'm
gonna
just
go
telling
in
you
the
what you know, yeah. So you go through the doorway, all right. Give me a dex roll with disadvantage, or in this case, penalty.
Penalty. How do I do a penalty?
So go ahead and
on
roll
this?
standard.
Okay, so dexterity, right?
Mhm. And then once it rolls, you're going to hit the bonus / penalty in the chat there in roll 20.
Okay, so it has 0 penalty.
That's actually, I believe it's a crit, right? Like crit success? I think
Yeah,
so.
and it was a hard success to begin with too.
Because that would change. Oh, well, it'd be a 9. Well, either way, it's a extreme or crit success. So you are able to get through that door. You disengage from this combat that's happening. You're now in that hallway. As you look down, you see the far door. It's very similar to the one you just came through, swinging. You see a bloody handprint on it. There's a hallway to your left as you come out into a hallway now, and there's a hallway to your right as you look down one way. Behind you, there's just a blank wall.
You said the blood was like right in front of me?
Oh, sorry. So that's on the opposite side of the big hallway. So as you look in front, you see a smaller hallway to the left, and you see a larger hallway to the right, and that door is on the opposite side. It's sort of like it's missing the other, it's matching.
So blood's in the big hallway.
It's on the other side of it, yeah. It's the hallway kind of separates. The other side looks exactly like your side. It's symmetrical, I should say.
I'm going away from the blood.
Okay. There's a left
like
or
Tommy's
right.
panicking at this point.
Okay, flight decks can be to your right, and to your left is a hallway going all the way down to the cargo hold.
I'm going to so flight deck, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, you get to the spiral staircase there. Meanwhile, we got combat going on, so we're gonna go ahead and roll. Ooh. Okay, so that was the combat roll on behalf of this person attacking Jack, and I rolled a 2. So, would you like to try anything, Jack? All right. Okay.
I would like to push it.
You can't push combat
Push it real
rolls.
good.
You can't push combat rolls, man. No, don't do a spin. You can't push combat rolls. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, but I gotta stay true to the rules I've set. Thus
I
far.
dodged it. A hard success.
I have told you 4 times you cannot push combat rolls. All right.
I like
when
when
you
I'm
said that to you, like you
hosting,
said,
I just make
you
up.
cannot. You said you cannot push.
You cannot push combat
You cannot
rules.
push them.
I'm sorry, Jack. I apologize, but that's just the way I'm playing the game here. So we're gonna roll for damage. All right. 4 damage to Jack.
Wait, so how do you kill me?
Goddamn, Jack. I'm sorry. I know you want to push those dodge rolls. If you get an extreme dodge, I'll take it. Roll again.
Are you sure?
Extreme or crit.
You've killed me fair and square. I've just been messing
That's fine.
with you.
That's fine. But I'm playing the game. Let's see,
All right,
extreme or crit.
I will do an extreme dodge. Nothing.
That was an extremely bad roll. Does that count?
Claws sink into your gut, Jack. They go past that leather jacket, in past your shirt. Blood is pouring out. And as you look into the face of this monster at this point, no longer human, they very quickly, in a blink, sink their teeth into your neck and rip out your windpipe, and blood pours down your shirt. Jack O'Connor has met a timely fate in this hallway. Oh no.
I type 07 in the chat.
Oh god. We've moved all around. Hang
Oh
on.
no, did I mess it up?
I just fixed it. No, I didn't. Hang on. I just fixed it. I didn't fix it. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Oh no. Oh no.
Michael's in the dream world.
That's funny. That's funny. All right. Let's see here. Where's Michael at?
I'm sorry, my joking messed this up.
That's good, man. No, you're all good. You're all good. Where is this? I did the same thing, I think, to you in Octoog, so.
You did this multiple times. This is
Not
payback.
multiple times. Get out of here. There he is. Okay. I found
4
him.
times, multiple times.
So did you guys know that Vaporeon?
Don't. Where are you going with this?
Nothing.
Welcome back.
I
Mike.
saw the
It's
Markiplier
my
video.
least favorite thing on the internet.
I saw the
actually.
Markiplier video.
Yeah, it's horrid.
Okay, we got you back, Mike. Welcome back.
Go back to the dreaming.
All right. So, Tommy, what are you doing? You headed down to the flight deck?
Yeah, this
Okay.
as quickly as I can with my bad leg.
Go back to the dreaming. All right. So you hobble down. You get to that flight deck. The door is open, and inside you see a navigator. You get down these spiral stairs. It doesn't appear to be anything happening down here, and this navigator is just staring straight ahead.
I'm just gonna yell very quickly. You need to land this motherfucking blimp right now. Land the blimp. Land the blimp.
I'm tired of these motherfucking demons on this motherfucking blimp.
I'm from Chicago.
We're over the Atlantic.
You got anything? What's the nearest landmass? How quickly can you get us to land?
A couple days?
A couple days?
We would have to turn around, and after turning around, we could get back to maybe the New York region.
Okay. What about Canada? Are we closer to Canada?
No, we're over the Atlantic. Do you know what the Atlantic is, sir?
Canada goes out a little bit.
What?
And there's Newfoundland.
I don't even know what that is.
This man only knows the Great
You're
Lakes.
a navigator and you never took a geography class?
I don't know what Newfoundland is.
It's a newfound land in Canada.
Why is it new? I thought we discovered everything.
I don't name those Canadians. Do what they do, okay? But what you gotta do, we are fucked. Royally fucked here. Okay? We gotta get this shit down to earth now.
That's not an option, friend. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna go and try and knock him out.
Give me a brawl
Jack
roll.
still alive?
Jack, you are coughing up blood. There's flesh ripped out of your neck. Is there one last thing that Jack is doing?
Hey, Tommy.
Dreaming London.
Tommy,
Yeah.
come here.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Tell him.
How is this conversation happening? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
What?
Sorry.
Tell him to land the blimp.
I've been trying to.
No matter what, tell him to land it and make sure my cargo gets to Maximilian von Kruger.
Oh, okay.
Give me a brawl roll. Try to knock this pilot out, this navigator.
Brawl, okay. Is Brawl a... Where can I find Brawl?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No, you're all good. You're all good. That's going to be, I believe, at the bottom left of your character sheet. Yeah, under fighting.
Under combat?
No. Under the standard skill screen.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Sorry about that.
No, you're all good.
Failure.
Ooh, he moves out of the way of you swinging down on him. What are you trying?
Pilot
I
pushes dodge
tripped.
roll.
I have a bum leg. I tripped. But we gotta land this motherfucker as soon as possible, all right? Even if it means you and I are boarded up here for 3 days, I'm telling you, turn the fuck around because we need to land this blimp.
He's gonna.
I just remembered to what happened 5 minutes ago when I saw my new friend Jack die, and he said to land this blimp. He said to land this blimp and get the cargo to Kruger. But that's the Kruger part's not. But you gotta land the blimp. You gotta land the blimp.
Okay, I'll turn the vessel around and we'll head back to the States, but it's going to be a little while. What is happening?
Can you imagine the state of can you imagine the humanity if we were to not land this blimp?
I don't know what's happening.
Just okay. You know what? I've been very aggressive. Let's turn the blimp around.
Okay.
I'm gonna go lock that door, and you're gonna turn the blimp around. And when we land, I'll let you punch me in the face.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go lock the door. I'm gonna go try and lock the
Like
the-
a real
the-
punch, or okay?
Full on punch.
Okay. This scared
Full
navigator,
punch to the face.
you see him turning the Zeppelin wheel around. The I don't know, the ship wheel. I don't know. Sets anchor. No, the Zeppelin is slowly turning around in the middle of the night over the Atlantic. You lock the door. You're locked down here now. Oh boy. Okay, Hudson is gone. All right. Eventually that screaming dies down, Tommy, from what you can hear. Lou is the first one to awake. You are standing over one of the dining tables. On the table.
Standing over a dining table? I'm standing on the table.
You're standing over it. You're next to it, standing kind of over it. On that table.
Sitting on the table.
On that table. Give me a moment here. Is the body of Walter. I'm gonna say Fuchs. I could say Fuchs, but I'm gonna say Fuchs. You would know this to be the priest that was on board, but however, their body is gutted. The wounds that you're seeing are very similar to the ones you created on that fawn. There's blood all over your shoulder, where you tried to cram yourself in. Give me a sanity roll. Okay.
Hard success.
It's
Same as fuck.
only going to be 1d3. So go ahead and roll 1d6. We'll half it. As you're both collecting yourselves. So you got one. Yeah. One sanity loss. You look around and you see people mortified, hunched over in the corner, blood on their hands, literally and figuratively. Bodies dotted here or there. Tommy, you might even awake if you dozed off for a moment, locked in this flight deck. The both of you are rocked as soon as you hear a boom from the back of the ship, the other side of the flight deck. You can only reckon it would be the engine room, which is on the other side of the cargo hold there. What would you like to do?
I look for people who are in the dining room and awake and alive.
There's a couple that meet those descriptions, but whether or not they're in their right mind is another question.
Is there anyone that looks like they could have a very basic conversation?
I'll ask for a luck roll. Or psychology if you haven't rolled it yet. Hey, there you
Success
go.
on
Yeah,
luck.
I'll take the success. So one person through tears seems that they could probably carry on a conversation.
What happened here?
They
I don't need the
just
details. Tell me where to go.
Shake their hand or shake their head. Engine through the cargo hold.
Cargo?
The engine is blown. David.
Smallwood?
Solid.
David Smallwood blew the engine. Focus on me. Focus on me. Focus on me. David Smallwood blew the engine. He was in the cargo hold.
He's in the engine room.
And what happened to everyone here? It's okay. It's okay. You don't need to talk about it. Okay. Where's the captain? Where's the captain?
God.
Gone?
Trying to talk to David. Engine room.
Okay. I pat her on the head and then I go to the engine room.
Okay. So you head down those same stairs. At the bottom of the stairs, you do see Jack's body. Blood pooling, dried all around it.
Does he still have his revolver?
You would see it there lying, yeah.
I pick it up.
Okay. You pick up that Weebly revolver. You head around, down the hallway. Tommy, what are you up to?
I feel like Tommy. I think he's gonna go over to the navigator and be like, what's going on? What's going on with the blimp?
The navigator is freaking out right now. They're probably looking at anything that might be in a flight deck of a Zeppelin, of a blimp here. Trying, maybe reading dials if that might exist. Scrambling, but knowing, turning around to you, describing the events that just took place. The same description Lou might have got, but more coherently, that an engine has been blown.
Of course it
is. Find Meyer. Find Meyer. He'll know. He'll know how to. He'll know what to do.
Where can I find him?
Captain's quarters is first door on the left.
Fine. I'm going to go look for him, Meyer.
Okay. You go up the stairs. The first one on the left is the captain's quarters. You open the door and there's no one there, as it is actually already open.
I'll go in.
Okay. In the captain's quarters there, are you looking for anything in particular? What are you doing?
I'm looking for Meyer himself. Is he not in there?
He's not.
Fuck. And I'm gonna close the door and go back to the navigator and be like, well, he's not in there. Okay.
He'll probably rush to the engine room. He wants to solve the problem.
How can I help in the engine room?
I don't know. I can only turn the wheel. That's all they taught me was turning the wheel. I'm trying.
Over here,
you know what?
He is churning butter on the Zeppelin.
I think at this point, Tommy is going to just go back. He's going to lock the door to the navigator room.
Okay.
And he's going to sit down in front of the door.
Okay. Your leg is fine now, by the way.
Okay. And he's just going to look at the navigator and go, you know, the one friend I made on this trip fucking died.
Rude.
The other guy I met,
Happy
he was
birthday.
fine. But frankly, he fell asleep before we could have any meaningful conversation. I don't know where he is. Probably dead. Captain, probably dead. You know, at this point, it's just kind of I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna sit here. I need like 20 minutes.
Are you lighting a cigarette, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm lighting a cigarette. Absolutely.
Tommy lights a cigarette, and you see the smoke start to not go up, but up and to the left, as the airship itself is slowly going off to the right. Not straight, but straight and to the right. Lou, you are sprinting down this hallway towards the cargo hold. You see the door wide open. On the opposite end of the cargo hold, looking clear across the room to the other door on the other side, you can see Captain Meyer banging on the door to the engine room.
I stay quiet and then I walk to him, or like I go to him, but relatively quietly.
Okay, you walk up to him. Inside, you can hear the man you did meet a long time ago, probably on that first dinner there, or at least see, shouting that destroying this airship is the only way to end this madness. And so, of course, through this loud rumbling you're hearing, he shouts that out, and you see Captain Meyer almost defeated, still trying to get through, spinning that handle or doing whatever it takes to get this door open.
Is it locked, I presume?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, Captain's certainly trying to get in.
Is there a, keyhole?
There is.
What is the locking mechanism? Do I know? How?
So there's certainly a lock on it. In this case, I believe it to be basically, honestly, maybe a bit more of an advanced standard door lock.
If I shot it, would I think that was a good idea?
Do you think shooting it is a good idea?
Do I think shooting it's a good idea?
You know the threat that gunpowder and fire has on this thing. Firing a weapon at all is not a good idea. You do know that from the very get-go.
I don't know how to fucking unlock a door.
Anything you could think of how to get through a door.
What's the door look like? Is it wood?
No, in this case it'd be kind of like a hard plastic metal combination, yeah.
I kick it.
You can certainly try. I'm going to be asking
Right.
for in this case, an extreme strength roll.
Think I'm
If you're on
strong
your
as
own.
fuck.
Yeah.
Strength thing.
So the
Okay,
captain
ready?
moves aside, and we're rolling for that kick. Let's see it.
Hey, Captain, watch this. Hard success.
Oh,
nice.
close.
Can I push?
Hey, buddy, watch this.
You can, if you'd like. The captain offers to help.
All right, yeah, I'll let the captain know.
Okay. All right, let me go off the information here. Okay. Ooh, okay. You back up, the captain backs up with you, and you, in sync, march towards that door and poof, knock it right off its hinges, and it flies back. Inside, you can see David with an assortment, a couple of tools in his hands, really doing a number on these engines back here.
I hide the gun, put it
Okay.
in my waist, like backwards waistband, so he can't see it. And doesn't know I have it.
Okay, give me
ideally.
a stealth roll real quick as you burst through this door.
Failure.
Okay. You can't quite get the gun away, but you can see as David spins around, he is pissed. He cannot have someone stop his endeavor here. Is there anything
charge
you'd like
him.
to do? Okay.
I charge him and like to try and like not quite tackle, but like I don't know, hold maybe, grasp,
Okay.
physically assault, and contain.
Okay. So you did have a second to do anything that you'd like, but if you are just engaging with him, if
Yeah.
you're trying to hold him in place, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tackle, hold him in place, just stop him from having freedom of movement.
Okay, that's going to be a competing strength check. So give me a strength
Okay.
roll, and they're going to do the same. Okay, well, let's see. They could always get a crit failure. Let me see what they need. Okay. Uh-oh.
Damn, I got my ass kicked. What the fuck?
Yeah, okay. He is returning that as well. What's your dex?
My dex is 60.
Okay. You did make that move in order to kind of bring him down there. However, he is going to be rushing you with one of these knives in his hands, which, well, not knife, but in this case, it's going to be a screwdriver, it looks like.
Can I pull out the gun?
You did attempt to grapple him. For that, the time that takes, it's going to go to David there. So, we're going to go ahead and roll. Don't worry, though, this man is not exactly in his right mind. Yeah, he's going to fail with that attempt there. The captain's going to be up next. And he'll follow your lead if you'd like. In order to restrain him. With an 89 failure strength. And David's 74 failure strength as well. There's 2 failures, so they're kind of tussling there. It's going to be around to you, I believe.
I take the gun and try to pistol whip him.
Okay. That's going to be a brawl roll. Bottom left of your standard character screen. Unless you're trying to cause damage. Okay.
Fuck.
All
Can I
right.
push?
Not in combat. So. Okay.
You never told us we can't push combat rolls, man. That's
As a
Like,
mission, what?
you're like withholding information.
That
from us
is
as
what I've
players.
been saying this entire time.
Okay.
Suddenly, Jack comes back to life. And now,
He swings
And
that
he
screwdriver
dodged
there.
this time. He push dodged death.
Swings that screwdriver, he misses. The captain's trying to restrain him with a 92 failure and a 96 failure. Both failures. Can't happen. Back around to you. What would you like to try?
I swing at him again.
Okay. You're trying to knock him out, right? What are you trying to
Yeah. Yeah, knock him out. Brawl?
do? It's gonna be brawl. Hard success. Nice. Let's roll for that damage of 1d4 plus your DB, I believe.
1d4
So-
plus my...
Well, technically 1d3 plus 1d4, yeah.
1d3 plus 1d4?
Yep, so 1d6 halved and then 1d4.
1d6 half, so it's a 1.5.
It'll play in your favor for 4 damage. All right. Shit. Okay, that did a number on him. You can't really half that, so I'm gonna say you certainly stun him. Send him back as your attempt was to knock him unconscious there. He does step back for a moment. You do see an opening. The captain is going to make a move unless... Did you have anything you want to do? Say anything?
No.
Okay. Captain's going to try to restrain him. Can't really. He's stunned for this round, so I believe it's going to come back to you.
So I stunned him with the first hit?
Yeah, and then he lost his round, and it went to the captain who
I will
failed.
try to restrain him then this time.
Okay, it's going to be that strength.
Power?
He's going to be able to
strength?
compete.
Yeah.
Strength, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, he is able to resist that. He's going to come back at you. Sorry, they did not give great abilities with this individual. He's going to fail again.
It's like
Captain,
imagine they always
hilarious.
keep missing each other. Like,
Captain rolling 23 strength, and oh my god, a 17. Okay, can't do it, so it's around to you again. Jesus Christ.
it's like a Dragon Ball Z fight, but they keep missing each other.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Okay.
I try to restrain him.
Okay. Let's see the strength.
54. Oh,
they're both
I beat 'em.
They're both failures, but fuck
Damn.
it. Fuck it. You restrain him. Your arms are around him. I'm gonna take it by the numbers. You did technically get better. What would you like to do?
I
have
just
his
gotta
arms
hold him
around
there,
his
and then I look at the captain,
Okay.
hoping the captain will have some better questions because I just woke up and don't really know what's going on.
Okay. So you're leaving it open for the captain, who's going to initially run over and put out any fires with whatever he has.
Then I guess while he's firefighting, I can ask him, what are you trying to do? What are you doing?
It has to go down.
Why?
The dream catcher. It's driving people mad.
Captain, do you know what he's talking about?
You look over where the captain is, and he, in this kind of rush to put fires out or fix the engine, you see him stop very suddenly and kind of hang his head. I know what he's talking about. There's cargo I didn't want to take with me, but at this point, I've since discovered what it was. He's right. It has no business here, but the madness has set in.
What? Explain to me. You're talking like I know things. What is this dream capture? What does it do?
It's a relic. This man should have never been on here. They asked for it to be sent. The price tag was too much for me to refuse. This business was not going well from the very start. I had no choice.
Captain, what the fuck are we talking about?
Your dreams. Describe them. Were they
Weird.
cold?
Yeah.
That is the dream catcher. Set madness in. The blood on your hands, they're not yours, is it? It's not yours, is what he meant to say. He's asking about the blood on your hands.
Oh, I thought he was making a statement. It
No,
was
no,
not
no.
mine.
He's asking
Oh.
the blood on your hands, is it yours?
Yeah, I cut myself.
The madness had to set in if you didn't have any clue on your way down here. It's in the cargo hold. It's stored away. But with it already setting in, there's nothing we can do about those already lost.
What do we do?
I'm gonna go ahead and give him a roll for the engineer.
Is Smallwood still fighting me? Am I still needing to like physically restrain him, or is he kind of calm the fuck down a bit?
Ooh, 100 crit fail. This pause in conversation had the captain unaware of what was going on. The engine right in front of him lets out a very quick electrical explosion, sending him back against the wall. David has since more or less calmed down. He's almost in tears at this point. He struggles every now and then, but nothing you can't control. What would you like to do?
Is the captain like out of commission right now?
He's not unconscious, but he was certainly blown back. Tommy, chime in at any point if you'd like to do anything.
Why do we need to destroy the
like-
whole ship? Can we not just break the Dreamcatcher?
I set in the madness. It's there.
Set into who?
All of us. Do you
What
not
happens
feel it?
What happens if we land?
It spreads. We've
How?
lost
How
too
does it
many
spread?
already. Don't know. But I know I never should have dug it up.
Where'd you dig it up?
It doesn't matter.
It kind of does.
I feel like at this point, Tommy's gotten tired of waiting on his ass and he has left the navigation room. So I guess he's heading towards the engine room, but he's probably not going real fast.
Gotcha. I mean, David's in tears at this point.
David, did you bring it on the ship? I'm sorry, I'm asking somebody. Dude, we need to figure out what the fuck to do. The engine's blowing. Is this even,
Exactly.
Captain? Is this even fixable?
I can fix it. Yeah.
Then go fix it.
And he struggles to get up there, going back to it, doing his thing. David just keeps murmuring that it needs to go down.
When do I enter the room?
I'll give you freedom with that. It could be now.
I'd say after David's like kind of in his mumbling state, I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna see Lou and be like, "You son of a bitch, you're awake!
Oh my God, Chicago.
Chicago,
What's
what's going on?"
Long story short, this asshole dug something out of the ground. It's giving us the bad dreams, and he says we need to blow the whole fucking ship up. The captain's really bad at fixing engines, and now you're caught up.
Why don't we just throw it out the fucking window?
That's what I said. David? We're over the Atlantic Ocean right now. This is a pretty safe place to drop it out the fucking window.
Destroy it. Remove it. It's already here.
I don't give a fuck if it's destroyed. I want to land.
He says we're all infected, and that if we land and survive, we're going to
Yeah.
spread.
We're all
Whatever.
infected. And my doctor said I have something called syphilis. But you know what? I'm still walking around doing fine. And I haven't been to a checkup in 2 years. Now, let's just go get the dream catcher and we can just throw it over
You
for
got
it.
so close. You got so close.
Couldn't do it. We couldn't finish it. Why don't
Oh,
we
just really get that checked out, buddy.
I did, and the doctor said it wasn't a big deal. You know, he just said,
If we land as infected, well, David, how the fuck do you know about all this? You dug it out of the ground, but how does it make you an expert in this thing? Has this happened before?
I've seen it. It happened to my base camp.
How does it stop spreading?
It doesn't.
Then do you have it?
It's here. And he looks
Sure,
at the
okay,
cargo
but
hold.
between the base camp and now, what have you been doing? Did you spread it to anyone?
It's taking it to Europe.
You were taking it to Europe.
They
To
knew what to do.
Europe knows what to do.
We couldn't make it.
Okay, well, we're on the way to Europe right now. Can it wait? If Europe knows what to do, we're on route to Europe. Why blow the fuck out of the ship? This is what you wanted to do. Right, Tommy? How long to Europe?
I already got I already got him to start turning this shit around so we could. I didn't know it was. I think we wanted to get on dry land, but I mean we're like a month away from
from Europe?
anything. If we keep going towards Europe, we can maybe get back to New York in like 2 days.
Give me a
New
strength
York.
roll, Loon.
Isn't it faster to go to Newfoundland?
Well, that's what I
Shut the
said.
fuck! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
That's
Give
what
me a
I said,
strength
but he
roll.
said, I don't know what Newfoundland is. And then
Okay.
I was like, how does the navigator not know geography? But that was the whole.
It's
That
way
was the whole thing.
closer than New York.
He's still contained. Okay.
I swear these marrons on this ship, I mean, it's just terrible.
Tommy, what do you think we should do? This is like an actual thing. Maybe
we got to throw this thing. I think first things first, we got to get this thing off of the ship.
But if we're all infected and we land,
one step at a time.
Okay. He says cargo hold.
Let's go to the cargo hold. They can maybe Pops will swallow it up in some portal or whatever that would be called that he jumped into outside of the ship.
I see the gears turning in Matt's head right now. This is incredible.
All I can picture is you toss it out and Pops comes in like fucking LeBron and grabs it out of the air and sinks back down into it. Yeah.
Thanks, motherfucker.
Captain, what do we do with this jabroni? Do you have any rope?
You can probably in the cargo hold. As he turns around frustrated, he's still trying to work on this engine here.
Jesus fucking Christ, Captain. Okay. Tommy, go to the cargo hold. Get rope. Find the dream catcher and or rope. I'll stay here and get information and not let this guy blow the fuck out of the ship.
Sure. Good. Let's do that.
Cool.
Yep.
Let's see a strength roll, Lou.
You need to do a strength roll?
Okay, yeah, no, we're good. All right. Okay, so we're looking for... I'm going to ask for luck from Tommy. Looking for rope.
Luck.
Yep.
Okay.
How far away is the cargo hold from where we are?
You're like right next to it. I mean, it's cargo hold and engine room. It's one doorway away.
Gotcha.
Jack Hudson, no! No! You're not finding any rope, Tommy. You're not finding any rope. But I will take a spot hidden while you're looking.
Okay, so I didn't fail. I failed the luck roll.
Yep.
So spot hidden.
Yes. It'll all make sense. Okay. I'm just going by the rules now at this point.
No.
As you're digging through things for rope, going through you're looking now at this point behind wood crates because you can't see it. It's very clearly on the top of the shelf, but you're not looking up that high. But you do move a couple crates away and you see a crate marked differently than all the others. The top of it has been open. It's off to the side and embedded in straw to kind of preserve it, protect it, is what you make out to be a dream catcher of sorts.
Okay. I'm going to take my jacket off and then like pick the dream catcher up, like, but using my jacket as kind of like a, like kind of to put it inside the bundle inside the jacket so I don't touch it.
Yeah.
And then are there any windows in the cargo hold I could throw it out? Or
no.
All right, well, where would the nearest window be? Would I know where the nearest window would be?
It'd probably be, so you're on the bottom deck. It's going to be out the hallway of the cargo hold, probably out of the maybe captain's quarters or crew cabins.
I'm gonna go to
the far end,
wherever the nearest window I could open would be.
Okay, we'll say you go to the same room you were just in, that cabin's quarters,
sure.
Captain's quarters. You bust that window open with the wind rushing by you, and you're tossing it out
along with my jacket too. Just
okay. No. You throw this relic out of the window, and it flies away. In the distance, you see a bright purple flash, and it disappears. No. But you are now rid of this relic.
All right. I'm gonna go back to the engine room where Lou is.
Okay. And it's the same scene that you were seeing prior, assuming Lou is still restraining and the captain is, just working away.
All right. I threw that thing out the window. It's gone. All right.
You what?
I threw it out the window.
Oh God.
You think I care if a fish becomes possessed? No.
He'll come back.
Captain, we gotta land this thing ASAP.
The captain turns around and says, "We're over the Atlantic."
I said as soon as possible. That means getting us to land. I wasn't saying right now. I meant
the navigator should know. I felt the ship turn some time ago. Navigator should know where the nearest port will be.
all right. And then finally, Tommy's gonna be like, you know what? I haven't slept 3 days. Okay. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna shut my eyes. Lou, I need 20 minutes. Just give me 20 minutes. I need 20 minutes.
Go for it, buddy. You bring any rope?
Did I bring any rope?
Yeah, I asked you to bring rope. Did you bring any rope?
I forgot to bring the rope.
That's okay. Have a good night.
Yep.
What do we do with this guy? Should we kill him? It seems like he's unable to be trusted to not blow up the ship.
You know,
I'm really
seeing as
thirsty
how
for
I
some
am
milk
about
right
to,
now.
seeing as how I'm about to doze off, should you do anything that may or may not be incriminating, I would not be able to witness it and or stop you. So,
if you wake up and he happens to be dead, would you be sad?
No.
Captain, would you be sad?
Whatever happens.
Okay. David, would you be sad?
He's just shaking his head, crying.
Okay.
I think he'd be sad, but he just seems sad.
Yeah. It seems like he's trying to blow up the ship, which I assume means he was planning on dying anyway. So
How do you
Yeah, fuck it.
so we threw the thing out the window, captain's fixing the engine, we turned around, going back to New York, which is way further away. And now we're going to land and go on with our lives, correct? Mission accomplished? All the drama over? Just to make sure I got all this right. I was asleep for most of it.
We'll hang a banner that says mission accomplished.
Great.
You can hear the same shouting that you might have
Is that
heard
Mark
prior
Hamill?
down the it is down the hallway.
I really want some milk.
So the three of you, the captain, you two are in here with David. What was the plan again, Lou?
I tried choking him.
Okay.
I already have him in a lock. I tried just.
There's been enough failures on David's part. He's giving up at this point. He might try to fight as you wrap your arm around his throat, but eventually you keep air from reaching his lungs there, and he does go unconscious.
Great. I go over to the captain and see, Captain, is there anything I can help with?
Yes, and he points over to some device, maybe a part that will help. But Tommy, through the doorway, through the cargo hold, you can see a figure run by the hallway there, in the same action, the same movement as the first all fours individual you saw, and you can hear that grunting coming from down the hallway.
God,
What the fuck was that?
just shut the door and lock it. Shut the door and lock it.
Okay.
Okay. I shut the door and lock it.
I'm asking for stealth rolls from the both of you.
Okay.
As the captain
Success.
plucks away at fixing this engine, the
Success.
navigator, nice.
Hard success.
The navigator doing his
Can
thing. at the
Jack
front.
make a death saves roll?
Sure can. Give me a survival roll. And then we have a success from Lou, 37 versus 50. A hard success from Tommy, 14 versus 30. You're able to lock this door. You might even take something and put it up against the window of that door there, that kind of porthole window. And you write it out. You assume and hope the navigator is going to be okay. It seems that way. As in this engine bay, you wait, and you wait, and you wait. You might have even found a way to keep David restrained. And eventually, the navigator, looking out the window, sees land. The land of, well, America, as it
Was it
approaches.
Newfoundland? Oh.
Not Newfoundland. Approaches. Dude, with 100 survival, there's no way you wouldn't be alive right now. No.
Do I need to do a survival check as well?
No.
I'm sorry.
No, Jack.
Oh.
Okay, 12 versus
Oh, Jack did
100
it. I'm sorry.
survival? Yeah, okay. Versus 100? Okay. No.
I'm alive. I'm very badly burned, though.
He was
My
faking it the whole time.
windpipe regrew.
He just wanted some rest.
As soon as you spring back up, Jack, one of these fledglings runs over, sees you, and then
Aw, look
sticks
at
their
you.
face sticks their claws into your face, and you're dead again. All right, so
He's like a dead pool. A dead pool.
but to wrap all this up, you see the land of America approaching, and so do all of these beasts running around this ship. Blood is scattered throughout as bodies have been devoured, these fledglings turning in to full-on Wendigos. The navigator, unknowingly, bringing the ship into the nearest landing site, in order to save himself and save anyone who he thinks might still be alive. It gets close enough to the ground, and you can hear windows smash. You might even gain a point of visual to see live, or at least what looks to be live humans jumping from the airship down onto the ground, sprinting out towards the nearest masses. That airship eventually comes down, and you might wait. You can hear the first team approaching this airship engage in combat as you hear rifles, a couple pistols firing off, and people screaming out, men crying out as they're attacked by their fellow man. And that's where we're going to leave it off. Finally. Getting to the end there. All right. It took a little while. But you did it. You did it.
I don't know if we made the right decision, but we made the right decision. You know what I mean?
I have no regrets.
No.
David's kind of being a
my
bitch, anyways.
I was being in character.
What? David. No, Tommy's my favorite. Just fucking, fuck it.
I'm sitting down.
I was hoping you were just going to stay put the entire time. Ian, thank you for joining us. Whoever might still be, End of the World is okay. That actually kicks off the Exitatus, my other world there. So, no, I'm kidding. No, thanks, Ian, for jumping in here, buddy. And
Pops will return and Avengers Infinity War.
We have the Avengers ending with Pops will return. And anyone else who joined us, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Huddy Hubs, for going all the way to death, marching in with that Weebly. I was rolling to see if we were going to blow up the entire blimp. And luckily, just with that one shot fired, that did not happen. So, I would have straight up ended the game if that was the case, if you did blow up the blimp.
Really?
Yeah. If you fired off more shots and I got a certain roll I was looking for, it would have been endgame right there.
Huh. Pow, 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 pow.
The chances would have increased each time. But yeah, no, thank you all for joining me. What kind of questions you got? I'm happy to talk with it here. Anything that's burning? Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was funny. I thought it almost repetitive in my case, because I've done Ithaca, however you'd like to pronounce it, is the great old one. He's basically a giant yeti, is his typical description.
Right.
I typically portray him to be like a towering, eyes in the clouds, massive figure. But this was his doing. The Dreamcatcher came from essentially a burial ground, basically. And it carries his effect with it. It carries his, what's the term? Influence with it. And that influence affects you in that dreamscape. That's why you saw that cold, that wind blowing, that howling wind coming through, which is a staple of Ithaca, or Ithaca. And the fawn, if you dove into that fawn, you would have become an afflicted, one of those people that were attacking everyone. So you resisted. You made the smart choice there. However, those other passengers could not. And if you attempted, there were other avenues with the assets that we had, things like that, to attempt to reverse what was going on. And you had the notes for that with the journals, things like that. But of course, throwing it out the window, eventually it will come to shore and it will do its thing once again. But yeah, that's that is the end of that. Anything burning questions off the top of your head?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank
you for running this. It was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you for playing. That was an experience. I learned a lot about.
Did Keurig make it?
Well, he
to
had
have,
to
right?
because
Yeah.
you know.
Historically, he made
Keurig
it.
did make it. He did make it.
Excellent.
I was looking for less than 50. I rolled a 44, and he did survive. He was able to probably throw steaming hot coffee at all of these beasts running after him, but he's so fast. It was sort of like Zombieland when he's in the concession stand at the fair. I don't know if you've seen it, and he lines up
Oh yeah.
pistol mags, and he's just that's basically what Keurig is doing. Yeah. Any question in chat if you have it. But that was the Nightmare Flight. Fantastic story. You can find it on DriveThruRPG. And of course, let me drop the name of the author here. Romans Popovs. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It's ROMANSPOPOVS. Of course, 1928. A Zeppelin headed out for Germany. Finding itself with cargo it shouldn't have, brought on by someone who shouldn't be there, and a captain who made a bad choice.
It was a great setting.
Definitely. 100%.
Great setting.
Well, we're going to end it there. We went a little bit over schedule as per usual.
Great job, Matt. Great job.
Thank
Great
you.
job, Matt.
Thank you all. Great job to you all. And happy birthday, Michael.
Happy birthday, Michael.
Happy birthday, Michael. Happy birthday, Matt.
Until
Michael,
next
happy
time,
birthday.
everyone.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Bryce.
everyone. Happy birthday, Ian.
Happy